Okay. So, Leute, damit sollten wir doch auch schon live sein. Ich schaue mir das Ganze ganz kurz an, ob alles funktioniert hier an der Stelle. Das sieht doch schon mal sehr gut aus. So, willkommen an alle hier im Stream. Ich haue direkt eine Telegram-Nachricht raus. Nicht wundern, Leute, ich habe momentan alle anderen, die hier mit uns im Stream dabei sind. Crypto, Da Vinci, Diddy, Tone Vase, The Martini Guy, Matthias, Fourflies. Wir haben ein paar Leute hier im Stream mit dabei. Das heißt, ein Großteil des Streams wird natürlich Englisch sein. Ich mache jetzt aber einfach nur mal den Start hier an der Stelle tatsächlich auf Englisch. Auf Deutsch, sage ich. So, schauen wir doch mal. Da kommen doch die ersten Leute jetzt auch schon rein. Das sollte doch jetzt hier ganz gut funktionieren, oder? Zack, ich mache auch direkt noch eine Telegram-Nachricht. So. Jetzt live auf YouTube. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, perfekt. I think we should already be live. Wir sind schon live. Sehr, sehr gut. Sehr, sehr gut. Der geheime Chart, jawohl, Leute. Lasst auf jeden Fall direkt schon mal einen Daumen nach oben da. Okay. Das sieht doch sehr, sehr gut aus. Und jetzt joinen wir gleich einfach der gesamten Conversation, Leute. Ihr wisst es ganz genau, ein Großteil des Streams wird auf Englisch sein. Aus dem Grund nicht wundern, ich werde immer wieder versuchen, alles so gut wie möglich zu übersetzen. Aber ich würde sagen, wir gehen jetzt einfach mal mit den anderen in den Call. Das macht, denke ich, am allermeisten Sinn. So. Gleichzeitige Zuschauer, jawohl, das funktioniert doch jetzt hier alles. Das funktioniert doch alles wunderbar. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen einfach mal in den Stream rein und dann läuft das Ganze. Ich will euch noch ganz kurz zeigen, wie ihr spenden könnt, Leute. Direkt von Anfang an, Leute. Ihr wisst es ganz genau, wenn wir hier mal auf die Ethereum Wallet gehen, Leute. Ich selber habe bereits einen Bitcoin gespendet. Ihr seht es hier, Leute. Ihr seht die Ethereum und auch die Bitcoin Wallet. Könnt ihr jederzeit über die Videobeschreibung abrufen. Chris hat einen Bitcoin gespendet, wie ihr sehen könnt. Chris hat hier auf die Bitcoin Wallet einen Bitcoin gespendet. Ich habe das Äquivalent von einem Bitcoin in Ethereum auf unsere Ethereum Wallet gespendet. Das heißt, falls ihr dieses ganze Projekt hier unterstützen wollt, Bitcoin, Ethereum und USD Tether, könnt ihr spenden. Die Adressen dafür findet ihr in der Videobeschreibung. Hier habt ihr die Adressen, wo ihr überprüfen könnt, wie viel bereits donated wurde. Und des Weiteren werden wir auch noch verschiedene NFTs versteigern, Leute. Diese NFTs, die sind natürlich einmalig. Nur ihr werdet die dann auf eurer Wallet haben und die gesamten Gewinne von diesen NFTs werden natürlich auch an euch gehen. Ich würde aber sagen, ihr wisst jetzt ganz genau, wo ihr die ganzen Informationen findet. Alles in der Videobeschreibung. Wir joinen jetzt den anderen natürlich auf Englisch. Und ich werde zwischendurch natürlich alles immer mal wieder auf Deutsch übersetzen. Vor allen Dingen, wenn es dann um die Charts geht. Ich würde sagen, let's go.
Exactly. We will try to raise as much awareness as possible afterwards. Of course, everyone's watching here. We have a lot of things prepared. We have not only NFTs, where 100% goes to charity. We have funny NFTs about some of the specific YouTubers here, community NFTs, and of course, great projects. And we will push as much value as possible. We have TA analysts like Tone Vase, Da Vinci J15 here. We have fundamental analysts here, great people around the world, and I'm very happy and proud to have you here. Mo, maybe you can say something since we were starting this whole thing off here together.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not 100% sure what you already said. I know my channel is in German, so I did a small German intro, but exactly what you said, I've prepared a couple of nice charts. I hope that all of you guys have made some Bitcoin and Ethereum ready to donate as well. I think we selected a few very, very amazing charities that everybody can support without a second thought. And other than that, I hope we have an amazing stream. Thank you everyone for coming, and thanks for all the amazing people that also joined our Zoom call. And yeah, let's have an amazing talk today.
Yeah, amazing, man. Thanks also, Mo. Like as I said, we were setting all of that up together, like buying ledgers and everything, securing, searching and researching the charity organizations. Big shout out to Diddy. I'm coming to you next year for sure. Everyone also watching in most of the, hopefully all of the descriptions down below, you will find not only Bitcoin donation address, but also Ethereum donation address, which is the same like the US dollar Tether donation address. And we are holding them here decentralized in Dubai, and we are distributing that kind of evenly towards these charity organizations. We are going to show you the ones which are certainly going most to our heart, but all of them are as important as the others are the schools we are building. We were there at the school. We were looking at it. We were talking with the people who own the land. And of course, we were checking everything out, that it's also going well there. And I can tell you guys, with a little bit of money, we can already change a lot. And I think this is the right moment to go over to you,
ganzen
Didi.
Kinder da einfach besucht.
There
Und
we have
deshalb
two
sind
schools,
2
actually. The
unserer
very
Projekte
first
tatsächlich
school,
komplett von
you
uns
were
selbst. Wir
already
bauen
there.
dort 2
We were
Schulen.
there as well,
Das
but
haben
you
wir auch mit
already
Didi zusammen
started
gestartet.
raising
Der wird da
funds.
auch gleich was
Actually, a
dazu sagen.
significant
Ganz kurz
amount,
hier nur an
and
der
they
Stelle
are
für euch
already
alle auf
starting there.
Deutsch.
I mean, I think you were also very touched when you were there. I was like almost crying. We have a few videos, footage we can share with you guys. So Didi, let's go to you, and happy that you are joining. Please share a little bit with us.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for inviting me to this stream. And this is what the whole Bitcoin community should be about, guys. We are all earning something and we should all be sharing. Sharing is caring. I went to the school. I saw the school. I needed to cry. I saw the kids sitting on the floor. They didn't have a roof. They didn't have anything. We started to raise capital. We raised about 20K. I went there this week to check. They are building the roofs. They are building the walls. They started to build the fundamentals. The kids already have all kinds of cool lessons. The parents are having meditation lessons, mindset lessons. We raised so much capital, Chris, and we are going to raise way more today that we not even are building a school anymore. We are building a community center for whole the community over there. There will be sports field, basketball, football. There will be water. Kids will be educated on how to build walls out of clay, sand, the weed that we see here on the beaches. It's going to be a huge project, and I'm just very happy to be able to do this. And we all are as crypto influencers. It's amazing what we are doing today, I think.
Exactly. We are really trying to change something. I myself, I was studying economics, and I wrote my paper about what drives an economy forward, what sustains growth in the long term. And it's not money, physical capital, it's always human capital. So I made it my purpose to increase the human capital of the mankind. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this channel. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing with you beautiful people here this live stream. We want to focus on kids and on education to make sure that we can sustain growth, healthy growth, ethical growth in the long term in the world. And this is a great thing. Thanks, Didi, for already getting things rolling here for the school. I mean, your contribution was crazy already. Thank you very much for that. And of course, everyone down below in the description, you find these, not only the donation addresses, if you already want to send it over. We will share it later on how much is coming in. So it's going to be fun to see. Few donations already came in. Of course, Mo already donated more than $50,000. I already donated more than $50,000. I was promising it for a long time already. So if you go to these addresses, you can see I'm the one Bitcoin coming in, and Mo is the...
Chris, look at your live chat. There is audio problems.
Oh, let me see.
It's a bit quiet.
No sound.
Oh.
On OBS.
Let me see. Are they saying no sound?
Well, I can hear it. I've listened to it on mine. You can hear it. It's just very quiet.
Okay.
So people can hear me. Is that okay? They can hear me, or is there like no sound at all?
No, they can hear you, but quiet.
They can hear you, but everybody else is too quiet.
So you just have to switch around with the mic audio settings.
Yeah. Maybe someone else can continue. Tone, maybe you can continue. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then in the meantime.
No, Chris, they can't hear me. They can only hear you. That's the problem. Like Didi was too hard to hear.
Yeah, I understand. I'm fixing that, but other people are streaming as well. So feel free to continue, man.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
In my chat, they are telling that they can all hear it very clear. The sound is working perfectly. So I don't know what it is.
Everyone go to Didi's channel and watch it.
That Martini guy marketing.
Yeah, my channel's good too.
Okay, yeah. Sounds. For me, it's exactly
I'll
the
go
same.
watch it on there. Let's continue the chat anyway for now. So, right. Well, I'll take the lead for now. So,
Very nice.
Well, I'm interested actually more in your channel. I've never actually seen the videos that you make being German crypto YouTube. How similar is it to the English speaking crypto YouTube, and do you make the similar kind of content to what we make?
Oh yeah, it's pretty similar. So if you probably compare Chris, Carl, and I, it's pretty similar content. It's just mostly chart analysis, and we throw sometimes a couple of news in there, but it's exactly almost the same, just in German, pretty much as a simple and fast explanation.
That's all good, cool stuff. Anyway, I've got one then. Everyone, take it in turns. How high is Bitcoin gonna go this year? While Chris is sorting out the sound.
Yeah, so that's
just continue going forward. Mende, maybe you can say something about yourself, and I'm still trying to to fix the sound. I hope everyone who is here on our stream can hold on for a second until I fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. Should work out. Yeah, sometimes people just say in my chat I'm a little bit too loud or too quiet, but most of them say they can hear everyone well.
They're saying
But
it's better. They're saying the chat's saying it's better.
okay, that's perfect. So your question was how high is Bitcoin going to go, right?
Yes.
Oh,
This
that's very
year.
interesting. I will just throw it out there. I think like 220K, but not till the end of this year, but till mid this year. And then we see like the first bear mark or the first bigger correction. I will back this up with a couple of charts later on in the stream if you guys want. But that's my quick opinion. I want just to hear everybody else talking about their opinion on that. What's like an overview. So we get a small overview and then later we can get into detail with charts. I think that will be very interesting.
Well, Mendy, you go next. I've never spoken to you before, so what are your opinions on Bitcoin and how high it's going to go this year?
Yeah, Martini guy, I also speak first time to you. Nice to meet you here finally.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, well, I believe what Moritz says makes a lot of sense, but I believe it will go more like till 80. I have the feeling like 80, 85, and then it will settle like 30, 50, something like that. That's what I expect it to be. But let's hope it goes to 1 million even faster, but let's be realistic too. So 80K.
Da
I think
Vinci?
I fixed it. I think I fixed my audio. Maybe everyone can check.
Nice.
That Martini guy, can you say something? And we will
Yes,
check.
yes. I think the actual chat, the chat is saying everything is looking good at the moment. So I think we can
All
continue
right.
on
Yep.
with the stream.
Looks like we're all set.
Perfect. So
Nice.
everybody is set. Very nice. So finally, we can really start with a talk without any complications that some people can't really hear us or anything like that. So yeah, let's keep on going.
I have to ask everyone to forgive me, man. I'm horrible with these technical things. I'm so good at making videos and TA and all of this stuff, but when it comes to these things, I'm not so good. I'm happy that it's an event for charity, so we have beautiful people here who can forgive me, and I'm very happy about that. Maybe we can go into a little bit of the charity part, and then we go into, of course, Bitcoin, the current price action, where it's going to go in the short term. I think, Mo, you have also prepared something for the long run, a very specific trend, which is interesting to watch right now. And yeah, I think then we can go back and forth. Everyone watching, very, very quickly, I wanted to tell you, I will share quickly the screen before we continue. Just let me see. I think the audio should be fine now, right? The audio is fine. Let me see. Yes, so is the audio fine? Probably. I will share my screen and I want to show something because we have a funny thing also prepared before we go. Just a second. Perfect. So here, what you can see on this side, we have a link down below also for different NFTs, right? Everyone knows NFT, it's the hot thing right now. And we are not doing all of this hype bubble kind of things. We just want to give away art here, like not give away. We want to put art here for auction, and you can basically bid on it, and 100% of the proceeds are going for charity. So if you click the link down below for Rarible, you can see that. If you click on it, it says 10% are going to the owner, but the owner will send us these 10% back, and 100% are actually going to charity. And I will pay the artist something from my own pocket, just as some kind of appreciation here. Just wanted to make sure that we can completely advertise it as 100% for charity. This is just an automatic built-in from Rarible. And we have funny things, man. We have here Bitcoin Lambo by René Turek. It's going for auction. It's a famous artist. He was in TV. He actually was many times in TV, many articles. He was writing, like painting for Marvel or something, like Lamborghinis for Louis Vuitton. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, he also painted the Optimus Prime, the car, the truck in Transformers movie. He painted the Optimus Prime truck, actually. Small
Crazy
side
guy.
note, funny side note.
Yeah, so he did that completely for free. He painted this thing here. It's this Bitcoin Lambo with the Monopoly guy. Actually a beautiful piece of art. Then you have the crypto. Yeah, it's a Mexican pyramid with Bitcoin. Another beautiful Zodiac picture. And then, of course, we have, for YouTubers, Carl from the Moon, Mo Crypto, Da Vinci, and also myself here. So if you want to bid, you can start with like $5, $10, whatever, and you can bid higher. Of course, later on, you can sell this piece potentially even for more. So the nice thing about this idea is that, well, you are donating anyways, but maybe on a speculative approach, you can make even some money in the first place. And that could be fun. And if not, well, at least your money went to charity. But we are in the middle of a hype, so who knows how that goes, and who knows what articles we will have to write about, our stream, or maybe we get some attention or some other people want to buy that stuff. So that could be very, very beautiful. Carl is actually right now asking to join the stream, so I will add Carl from the moon in. But before we go ahead, guys, make sure you check out this Reddable thing. I see already likes going in on that things, and maybe now I can welcome Carl here to the stream. If I find the Zoom thing again, I will stop sharing.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Very
Carl
nice.
from the moon and Crypto Jack, how are you guys doing today, my man?
Ah, both in one call. Very nice.
Hello, we are doing very well. I just have to mute something here because now maybe it's better. Hello, we are doing very well. Jack, how are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well.
Very nice.
Doing well.
Nice to see everybody.
Can you explain again
That's
how well
very good.
Extremely well, especially
Extremely well.
we're doing something very nice with charity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that makes us feel very good, and it's very cool to see all of you guys together. So I'm happy to join.
Yeah, happy that you made it. Exactly. Very nice.
But the question is, how many subscribers do we have combined here, man? Millions, maybe millions. Carl, you have like nearly 400K. Crypto Jack also crossed 100K. More like 60, whatever. Like I have 300 something. Like
Definitely above a million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely above a million crypto subscribers.
Very
So that's
cool.
a very interesting community
She's
getting
like,
together
"Yeah,
at this
everyone
time.
already."
Nice to see that Martini guy, Four Flies, Matthias Mende.
Mende, wow, Mende, his heart is so clean.
Didi. Yeah, cool. Da Vinci, very nice. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're a good team to talk about some cryptocurrencies. I think we all have different opinions. They maybe be similar, but there's definitely going to be some interesting charts, I think.
Yeah.
1.2 million for Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
To give this a little bit of context.
I'm like that.
David-
I'm like the audio check, Chris. Now your volume is low. Everybody else is fine. Your volume is low.
Chris
So
is
either
low.
get the mic closer or fix your volume.
Yeah, but I don't know. How is my volume right now? when
No,
I
it's
talk?
better. Now it's
Just got
better.
louder, yeah. Yeah, just hold it closer.
Is it better?
Yes, way better now.
Too loud now.
Come on.
No, actually it was fine. Actually it was fine. I think.
No, it was fine for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's fine now, yeah?
No, guys. It's fine for us. We're talking about the people watching on YouTube. They're saying, Chris, your audio is way too low.
Yeah, we were watching before we joined, and Chris's audio is a little bit low. But on Zoom it sounds fine, but on YouTube it's a little bit low.
It's
Okay,
definitely
yeah, then
lower
just make the desktop audio a bit lower, Chris, so the people can just up the screen volume a
I think
little
it should
bit.
be fine. I just checked it on my phone. I don't know. So,
Okay.
Anyway, we can hear you, so it's not a big
Whatever,
deal.
yeah, should be fine.
They'll just have to listen a bit harder.
Or maybe increase the volume in your OBS.
Just a second. Yeah, I did that. Wait, 1 second. No, it was not loud enough. So let me increase the volume here on
Nice,
OBS.
okay.
So, Martini guy, you can take over again. Go on with the question.
Okay then.
Yes.
Well, we've heard several predictions so far. Let's continue. Tone, I'm interested because the last time I heard you do a prediction, it was $3,000. I am only course joking.
Oh man, what was that? So
That was
you know,
fun.
I'm actually closer in line with Mende. I do think I see this current bull cycle as a double top similar to 2013, just not as big in magnitude and a little bit longer in terms of time. So I do see the first top in Bitcoin taking place sub $100,000 in that $70,000 to $80,000 range, followed by a pullback to no lower than 40. 50 is more realistic, 40 is possible. And then before the end of the year, I see another run up to at least 150. I mean, 250 is possible sometime next year, but I'm going to be, you know, on the safer side and more realistic side and say that 150,000 on that second bubble top. But it's Bitcoin, so anything can happen.
Yeah, I think that's much better than last time. Go on. Go on, Chris.
A quick question, Da Vinci. You mentioned 1.2 million. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Is that for this year?
Yeah, I think this is for this year or the last quarter, the first quarter of 2022. Because I mean, think about it, right? Is the Fed going to stop printing?
Nope.
No. Is the ECB going to stop printing?
Nope.
No. And corporations, right? Do you think that Michael Saylor is the only person who's realizing that, wait a second, my revenue has to be growing at 25% in order to make my company worthwhile, and I have to have monstrous growth. So in this scenario, what do? Well, you have to look to where this has happened before. Well, in Argentina, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe.
So you're picturing a US dollar capitulation then? That's what you're envisioning here. I think that's a bit ambitious.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that, because what I am saying is that a lot of corporations are going to move into Bitcoin to protect themselves, and they're going to have a certain percentage allocated to protecting their wealth just in case.
Tone, can I ask you one thing, Tone? Can I ask you one thing? Because the thing you're talking about, Tone, is it this chart? Is this what you're expecting to happen? So 2013 we had the blow off top and then the second run, and this one now.
Oh, hey, Didi, wait! I don't see anything yet.
Yeah, we don't see your screen yet. I
There
think
we go.
you
Now it's
selected the
doing it.
wrong one.
It's working
Yes.
There it is.
Very nice.
So
Yeah, that is the 2013 one. That's exactly what I'm talking about, but a little more drawn out in terms of time, and obviously not to the same percentage rise.
yeah, but so you expect this blow off top going to retrace to the 21 EMA and then to the top line again around mid this year. This is what you expect.
Well, so I'm not a big fan of this particular form of technical analysis with these lines, because one of the problems with this look is that these lines, they adjust historically based on future prices. So the chart that you're looking at, the reason why this chart looks so perfect is because with every new price tick, it actually adjusts all of those lines historically to make it fit perfectly. So if you ignore these lines, the structure should be, I'm expecting the structure to be similar to 2013. You can see the big difference between 2013 and 2017 bull market. In 2017, it was just one exponential rise. But in 2013, there were two exponential rises. So if you like move the chart up a little bit here, you can see that, no, move it back up a little bit. So you can see all of 2013 and 2012.
I'm fully on board with this one, by the way. I think this is a really good analysis of what's going on.
Right. Yeah, so that's kind of my view. I just want to push back on Da Vinci a little bit. So Da Vinci, I 100% agree with you on the corporate side of the analysis, but I slightly disagree on the printing side of the analysis. We all understand that the government is printing ridiculous amounts of money, but the government has also destroyed more wealth than they are printing. So while the government is printing trillions, the average person is broke because they can't open a business. And unless you're a government employee, you are not making the kind of money you were making a year and a half ago. So while it's great that the government is sending us checks, if you're in America, and those checks, a lot of that money goes right into Bitcoin, to me, the money printing isn't the driver into Bitcoin, because if the government destroys, $20 trillion worth of people's net worth, and they print 10 trillion, the world is still 10 trillion in the hole. But the fear of corporations and those with money that the government is doing something stupid to run into the safety of Bitcoin is the driver. So it's not the direct money being printed that's the driver into Bitcoin, but it's the stupidity of government for destroying people's lives, and that's the main driver.
Yeah, maybe let me go back maybe a little bit to the charity point of view, and then we go back into the price action for Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Especially today, we had a nice breakout. So there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. I wanted to share my screen quickly and elaborate a little bit on that. And I really hope that everyone can hear me right now. Let me quickly go back. So if you actually go down, you will find these donation addresses here. There's also a QR code, but I will just go and copy paste it from the description. It's the best. You can see already 8 donations coming in. I just sent before the stream 1 Bitcoin myself. And also if you go over to the Ethereum address, you can see that Mo already sent here 1 Bitcoin worth of Ethereum. So basically the same, just in Ethereum. If Ethereum keeps pumping, he will have donated more than me. But so far it's same. Over on Ethereum. So if you want, even like some people already donated here, for example, 0.05, that's like, so in total it's $60,000 on both addresses. But here you can see this is, for example, like $100. This is financing 10 tables in this school, for example, right? Maybe I cannot build the house with $10, but it's already 10 tables. So it's a start. And if we have in the end, like, I don't know, tens of thousands of people watching, and you have like 10 spare dollars, it really makes a big difference. If you think like, okay, maybe if I don't it's like $10 less. What difference is this? It's maybe like 1 table less for children. And we have here like a lot of nice footage. Here you can see the children dancing. This is literally the exact children's you are buying the tables and the books for. Look at this. Do you see these children? And when we had last year in March, this pandemic starting and these crazy government actions in Mexico, they shut down schools because of the virus. Can you think about how crazy this is? Children are losing their future because of that. So these schools right now, we can build them up and we can make sure that these children are getting education regardless. So every single cent, every single dollar donated is going to these amazing individuals, and you are building their future for it. I just want you to understand how amazing that is. This is school number 1, where Didi Taihutu himself already started building the school. This is how it looked before. It already looks different right now. There is me, it's Emmanuel, the amazing person helping us with raising the funds. I think Didi will share some footage later on. There's Mo, and they are already, I show you the tent here. In the tent, where's the tent? Just a second. Somewhere here is the tent. They are already educating. On the right-hand side, you see this blue paper, already educating children. So in the end, with a few $1,000s, this school is already built because Didi already pumped 20K inside. So a few $1,000s left there. Then we have school number 2 here, which is this footage is about that. And here you can see actually a picture with Emmanuel, me and Mo, and this is basically already the beginning of this project number 1 you can see in the description. So a cut of every single thing, every single dollar you are donating is going to one of these schools, and we don't have a maximum. Of course, we will have these schools funded rather quickly, right? But a cut of every single donation is going there, and it's unlimited. We can raise unlimited funds, and we will distribute it towards these heavily well-selected charity organizations, actually, which Mo and me picked from your guys' suggestions. We had like 80, 90 suggestions. So we took it from there. It's most of them are crypto accepting charities. If not, we will make it happen. We will convert it, and we will make sure that every single cent we are distributing to these charities, we will prove exactly where it's going, how much is going there. You can see it on the blockchain. We will show you the proof. We will show you the documents. We will release a website where you can find everything. And this is just, of course, this live stream is for fun. We want to make some nice predictions. You can make probably some gains from our predictions, hopefully. But we were making insane profits here in the last 2 months. And I think even if like 0.00 whatever % goes to charity, it is beautiful. This stream is about living is giving. And the more you give without expecting something in return, the more you will get in return, actually. This is how the universe works. And this is what I wanted to say. This was my quick rant, and I think now we can go to the next people.
You always got to pay it forward, Chris, don't you? Every time you pay it forward, it comes back tenfold.
Yes.
You don't expect it, right?
Yeah, no, but it's true. It's true. I mean, I gave the guy that was watching my channel, he got hacked. And I gave him 1 Ethereum because he put basically all of his savings into something. He clicked on a dodgy link, he'd lost it. So I sent him 1 Ethereum, so he had his account back. And then everything's gone great since. And they just always pay it forward. And I want to stress that everything that does get donated to this stream does go to charity. 100%. There is nothing that we will be taking from this. This is purely a charity event.
Very
Also, a few
nice.
of the links down below are going directly to the charities, right? I think we also posted for the EB research and also Operation Smile, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
But the money that we raise right now on the addresses will be distributed to all charities in the description. So the money we raise right now is not just for our own project in Tulum. We will try to split it as fairly as possible to all the charities below. It's just so the people see where the money is going.
Operation Smile is.
That would be nice.
I think Operation Smile is a beautiful charity. It's for children that are born with a defection on their mouth, so that their upper lip is it's basically not fully functioning. It looks
Cleft lip.
Huh?
A cleft lip.
Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah, and it's yeah. I mean, in very developed countries, it's easy to just fix it. But in countries where families are poor, the children cannot get the help they need because they need surgery, right? So this charity called Operation Smile, they are making sure that poor children around the world that are born with this, they get help and they get surgery so that they can look more normal. Because we all know that like children, like if you see someone that looks a little bit different, they can get frozen out and they will feel very uncomfortable. So I think it's a beautiful, beautiful charity, because I think for children specifically, it's so sad to see children having these problems. And I think that everyone should have the right to get these physical things fixed, because no one chooses to be born like that, right? Many people are born with diseases and things that, yeah, simply you cannot control it. So I think it's very, very important. So Operation Smile, that's a link down below, I believe. And then I believe you also have the link to EB research,
Yes.
which is also for children with a disorder that has like it's very, very severe skin disease. And these children, they are struggling every day. They usually they don't even live longer than 5 years old, but sometimes they actually fight past this. But they are struggling every day, and I think that's also a beautiful charity. So yeah, I care a lot about like children with disorders, because my brother, my little brother, has he was born with many different disorders. Among some of them was Down syndrome, so it's like a mental disease or mental disorder. And cancer and heart disease. So he had a long list of things, but yeah, I think donating to children, for me, I really like that. So click those links, guys. I actually donated $111,000 already to this to EB research. And
quite a few donations flooding in now to that Ethereum address. I've not checked the Bitcoin one, but the
Very
Ethereum
Bitcoin the same. Bitcoin the same. So the
Very
people really
nice, guys.
are starting
Keep
to donate.
keeping it up.
Like I said, the links are in the description. The
Yeah,
address
and
is in
Chris,
the
and
description.
your live chat keeps asking for the super chat capability so they can donate to your YouTube channel.
I
but
don't
you
want
don't have
donations.
super chat.
Whatever you guys want to give to me, let's say you want to give me a $50, go down below and put that equivalent in US dollar tether, in Ethereum, in Bitcoin. Thanks for telling me, Tone. I'm always telling you guys, I'm the last person in the world who needs the donations. Please give it to those charity organizations down below. Always in the future, when you want to donate, even if it's a for-profit video I'm making for YouTube, well, even then, just go out, give it to someone in need. But right now, it's only about those links. It's only about the NFTs. And this is very, very important. So I think I even disabled that on purpose, not today, but like any time before.
Wait. But if you do have access to your live chat, if you can make me an admin so that when I reply, people know it's the real me in your live chat and not a fake Tone, that would probably be useful.
Are they starting already, these impersonators?
Oh, one thing, guys, make sure that you
already.
Yeah, maybe see our community manager. Maybe you can make Tone an admin over there. That would be amazing. And I wanted to say the Rarible things are also already starting. I just clicked on my NFT, 1,800 bucks already. And you guys, you have to understand how this Rarible thing, the NFT thing goes. If you put a bid there and no one else puts a bid afterwards, then after 20 minutes, this thing is gone. So if you make a bid right now and no one comes after you, you can actually get it for very cheap, which would be sad. But for you, maybe it could be a nice thing. So make sure you screen that if you're interested in one of those NFTs. Don't let too much time pass, because after 20 minutes, this Rarible will automatically distribute it to the specific address who donated there. And please remember, 100% of that is also going to charity.
Exactly.
And I'm very blushed that you guys are already willing to pay here 1,800 DAI. I see $1,800 for the specific NFT. Very beautiful. The Bitcoin Lambo, Chris Crypto one. Thank you everyone for that.
Very, very
I
nice.
want to say that I'm going to be matching everybody's donations except for Chris and Mo's. So everyone, I'm going to be matching up to $50,000 as well. So
Amazing.
please donate so that we can get those numbers up.
That's
So
amazing.
with this already, we have like 100, in this case, if you guys keep donating 150 plus the 50 matching, more than 200,000 are already almost secured.
Yes.
Maybe we can get to 1 million. Let's see what
Da Vinci,
happens
Da
here, guys.
Vinci. I gave 2 Bitcoin a few days ago to EB.
Very nice.
Are you matching them?
Match.
I am part of everyone else. I'm not Chris. I'm not Mo. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
He
Da
said up
Vinci
to
is
50K
motivating the
anyway,
viewers.
up to
Yes,
50K.
exactly. So, guys, Da Vinci is in crypto since 2011. The $50,000, you should definitely try to reach them as fast as possible. So he has to pay
Exactly.
some of his very cheap bought Bitcoin to charity. I think that's a very, very good idea. And thank you, Da
Well,
Vinci,
we're
for
putting him on
matching
the spot
the.
here.
Thank you very much for matching the donations. It's a very, very amazing. Thank you very much, and also for joining the live stream.
And we already have 22 donations on Bitcoin. We already have, how many is this? Like also approximately 20 on Ethereum. Then we have many bits coming on Rarible. So that's beautiful, man. Guys, I'm so proud of you. You are not making only gains in crypto, you are also giving back. And I think that's a beautiful thing. We will make sure that when we are building this school, for example, and there are like 8, in total, 10 organizations down below. So we will split it among them. But especially those schools we are going to build with your guys' donations over there. We will document the process. So imagine you are putting $100 down or whatever, $50 down, $1,000, $10. You can see in this progress of building the school, man, I was buying this desk for them. I was buying this computer. Like,
Genau, Leute,
how
ich möchte euch das
amazing
auch
is
nochmal
that,
ganz
guys?
kurz
Think
hier
about
in
that.
Deutsch ans Herz
And,
legen. Wir legen
that
gleich
could
mit
be
der Analyse
truly
los. Ich
something
weiß, ihr
great
seid
and
auch
something you
aufgeregt
can
auf
be
die
proud of
Charts, aber Leute,
yourself.
ich möchte einfach nur noch mal ganz kurz sagen,
Gains are nice, I can
ihr
tell you,
wisst
but
ganz
speaking
genau,
from
die
own
Adressen zu,
experience,
wo ihr
like
spenden
giving
könnt,
back,
sind
this is
Bitcoin,
something which
Ethereum,
really
USD
stays
Tether.
forever.
Vor
There
allen
was
Dingen die
one very
Projekte, wie
famous
Chris
German
gerade
guy,
schon
he was
gesagt
a
hat, die
hedge
2
fund
Schulen, die
manager.
wir in
And
Tulum
if
bauen,
you
in
want
den
to do
Slums
something,
da,
you
da
want to
gibt es
learn
keinen
from other
Strom, da
people's
sind
mistakes.
7000
So
Kinder
this guy
ohne
was flying in
Schulzugang,
private
ohne
jets. He
Bildung.
always had models
Und
around
wenn ihr
him.
10
And
Euro auch
now,
nur
looking
spendet
back,
in
he was
Krypto
in
auf
prison
eine
in
dieser
Italian
Wallets, dann
prison.
bezahlt
He
ihr
had like
einen Tisch in dieser
$1
Schule. Das
under
ist ein
management.
Kind, was
He is
dadurch
saying, if I'm
eine
looking back to
einigermaßen
my
gute
life,
Bildung
the
logischerweise
only
erhält.
thing which
Für
keeps me standing up in
Mexiko
the
sogar eine
morning, the
sehr,
only
sehr
thing
gute
which
Bildung. Ich
makes
meine,
me
da
proud
werden
and the only
natürlich auch
thing which puts a
qualifizierte
smile on
Lehrer
my
eingestellt
face
und so weiter
is
und so
that I
fort.
was building
Das
a
heißt, ihr
school
verändert
in
vielleicht
an
nur mit
African
10 Euro
country.
hier an der
This
Stelle
is
und das
what
ist halt
still
wirklich
makes
das
him
Ding,
proud, and he
das
did
Leben
that
von
tens
einem
of years
Kind
ago. And this
komplett.
is what still
Ja,
makes him proud.
100
This is
Euro
what
sind
makes
10
him
Kinder. Das
smile
heißt,
in the
für
morning.
viele von
Not
euch wird
that
das
he
kein
was
hoher
building a
Geldbetrag
great
höchstwahrscheinlich
Imperium
sein.
and making
Und
billions
ihr
of
wisst einfach
dollars.
immer,
No,
wenn ihr diese
he was
1000
building
Euro
this
gespendet
one
habt,
freaking school.
dass ihr das
And we
Leben
can
von
build 2 schools today, and we
bis zu
can
100
add
Kindern
8
wahrscheinlich
other
sogar
charities
mit
as
10
well.
Euro pro
So,
Tisch. Ja, ich
this
meine,
is something
durch
I
das
can
Geld, was
just tell
Chris,
you from
ich
the
und was auch
experience
Da
of a
Vinci
seasoned
logischerweise noch
investor,
spendet, wird
hedge
ja die
fund
Schule an
manager.
sich gebaut.
This is
Das heißt,
something
alles,
which
was
stays
ihr dann noch
until
spendet, sorgt
eternity.
einfach
This is
dafür, dass es
something which will
mehrere Kinder geben wird,
warm up
egal
your
wie viel ihr
heart
eigentlich
and
spendet,
which
die
you will,
plötzlich eine
with
Chance auf
78 years old,
einen
look back
noch
and you will
bisschen
remember
faireren
that.
Start ins
And I
Leben
like
haben.
that idea
Und
because
deshalb,
when
Leute,
you're
haltet
doing
euch
that,
da
you're
nicht zurück.
actually
Wenn ihr diesen
directly
Bullenmarkt, und das haben die
helping
meisten
something
von
instead
uns,
of giving it to a
Profite gemacht
massive
habt,
organization.
dann
Because sometimes when
nehmt
you
ein
give to
bisschen
a
was zur
massive
Seite. Es muss nicht
organization,
viel
even
sein.
though it's of course good,
Es ist natürlich auch keine
it's
Pflicht.
hard
Ihr
to maybe
unterstützt das
always
Ganze
see
schon alleine, indem ihr
exactly
hier
where the
zuschaut.
money's
Ne? Das
going
ist
or
auch ganz klar.
exactly what your
Aber
money's
uns freut
actually
das
doing.
natürlich, umso mehr Leute hier
have a lot
motiviert
of
dabei sind. Und wie gesagt,
So
unter
Hey,
dem
guys.
Livestream, den ihr hier gerade seht.
I
Hier
like that
findet ihr die
in
Adressen,
schools.
hier findet ihr die
Huh?
NFTs.
Tone.
Den
Mo
Mokrypto
is
NFT
talking.
zum
I don't know
Beispiel,
if
der ist
he's
jetzt bei
talking into
$100,
this
da könnt
stream
ihr
or
drauf
not.
bidden. Den könnt ihr euch ersteigern. Nur eine Person auf der gesamten Welt wird diesen NFT hier zum Beispiel von mir haben und das gesamte Geld von diesem NFT geht logischerweise auch an Charity. Den Link zu diesem NFT.
Da Vinci, I
findet ihr
wanted to
ganz
say
oben.
after you
Einfach
made
mit
this
Ethereum
announcement that
wetten.
you are matching
Und wenn ihr
donations,
Glück habt,
people
ne,
started
kann
bidding
das
on
sogar
your
sein, dass
NFT
dieser
already.
NFT
So
diesen
great job.
extremen Hype
Sorry,
sogar noch
Carl,
mehr
you
an
were
Wert gewinnt.
interrupted.
Das kann
Continue,
sogar auch noch passieren.
Yeah,
Das
yeah.
heißt,
So
es ist
I
nicht mal
just
so, dass
I
das Geld,
think it's
was ihr
a
bei diesem
very good
NFT
idea
vor allen Dingen
to
setzt, ne, dass
to
das
do this
direkt weg ist und das
direct
kann sogar sein,
charity
dass ihr
kind
da
of
sogar noch
thing. And I
Profite
think
davon
the
macht.
schools, that's an amazing example of that. And also something that I, for example, did just a few days ago is because I follow because of my little brother. He's been very sick. Because of that, I follow some other like sick children on Instagram because I think it's very inspiring to see them fighting. It's like different disorders. Some of them have this EB, some of them have Down syndrome, and some of them, yeah, I mean, you can see that how they're fighting and how their family is struggling. And there you have an amazing opportunity to also do this direct charity. For example, there's one guy on Instagram who has a disorder that I don't remember what the name is because usually it's like very long names of these disorders, but he cannot move at all. And he needs care like 24/7 all this time, like literally every single minute of the day. And he has like tubes out of his, like he cannot move at all.
Genau, tut mir leid, Leute. Ich werde natürlich mir angewöhnen, die anderen zu muten, wenn ich rede. Also wenn ich rede, werde ich die anderen natürlich muten. Sorry dafür. Ich werde mich nochmal ganz kurz wiederholen. Wie gesagt, wenn ihr spenden wollt, Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD Tether, findet ihr alles hier in der Videobeschreibung, Leute. Hier sind die Adressen. Ihr könnt hier unsere NFTs entsteigern, vor zum Beispiel Mokrypto. Das ist dieser NFT, Leute. $102 sind hier schon drauf gesetzt. Und das Ding ist, wenn ihr den zum Beispiel ersteigert, dann habt ihr diesen NFT, den gibt es nur einmal auf der gesamten Welt. Der gehört dann komplett euch. Ihr wisst, in was für einem Hype die NFTs sind. Die könnten sogar noch an Wert gewinnen, hier die verschiedenen NFTs. Und das gesamte Geld davon geht natürlich auch an Charity. Der Artist hat das auch komplett freiwillig gemacht. Und ansonsten, wie gesagt, hier könnt ihr immer komplett Track halten auf der Adresse, wie viel gespendet wurde insgesamt schon. Hier bei Bitcoin könnt ihr Track halten, wie viel wurde gespendet. Und dann, sobald da irgendwas abgebucht wird, logischerweise, auch nur der kleinste Cent, kriegt ihr von Chris und von mir natürlich direkt ein Update auf unseren YouTube-Kanälen, wo das Geld hingeflossen ist. Und wie gesagt, vor allen Dingen haben wir eben als Ziel, diese 2 Schulen zu bauen, die wir besucht haben. Und diese 2 Schulen haben wir sozusagen als Projekt gestartet. Didi, Mo, also ich, lol, und Chris. Und das ist natürlich so unser Hauptziel, diese Schulen jetzt zu bauen. Und wir haben jetzt bereits mit den Donations von Chris und auch mir und von Da Vinci, der jetzt jede Donation von euch auch nochmal matcht, bis zu $50.000, werden wir das auf jeden Fall hinbekommen und das Leben von tausenden Kindern in diesem Slum, in diesen Slums da verändern. Ich meine, die haben zum Teil nicht mal Strom und dann haben die da auf einmal Zugriff aufs Internet, auf Online-Lernmaterial und so weiter und so fort. Das heißt, so oder so ist das meiner Meinung nach eine sehr, sehr gute Sache. Aber wir kommen jetzt bestimmt gleich auch mal auf die Charts zu sprechen. Ich weiß, ihr wartet alle darauf. Ich möchte natürlich nur, dass jeder in dem Stream die Chance hat, das zu sagen, was er möchte.
Leave it in the live chat and we will try to
Another very kind one's just come in for another 1 Ethereum, which is that's a good one. Is that one?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
wow,
very
that's nice.
amazing. Thank you very much.
In the live chat, and there's also the 0.25 Ethereum. Thank you so much.
That's amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're really starting to go off here with the donations. They're really starting to go up step by step. I think the people are getting motivated by other people that are donating. They see that they're not the only ones supporting the cause. So I think it's very amazing, and I hope we will reach all the goals that we set for this live stream.
Yeah, and one thing is already certain, it's gonna be hundreds of thousands because we already have 200 basically secured.
Yes,
and it can go only up from here, which is amazing.
Chris, and to back up what you're saying, because you're saying about that we are, tracking everything and all the spendings. I just want to share my screen for 1 second to back that up, so that you can see that that we really are calculating everything. I don't know if you can see the screen.
Not yet again.
It'll come in a second.
It will come in a second. But this is exactly how we calculate everything that's being done into the school. All labor hours, all stuff that we are buying, everything in total. You can see that already they declare every month at my place it's 74,920 Mexican pesos. which is around $3,800 what they just used now to build the school. I will share some images later of the school, what they already built for this small amount of $3,800, so you can see what they already are doing for that money. So I just wanted to show it so that people really see and understand that this is really serious and that we are keeping track of all the spendings that we are doing at those schools.
Exactly.
Please leave it on. Leave this paper. Can you share it again? It was amazing because it's a perfect example how every single cent counts. And thanks, Diddy, man. Big shout out to you once again. I mean, you already did so much over there. It's really invaluable. And you guys watching, with this paper Diddy is sharing, it still needs some time to share here. You can see they even have cent amounts after the dollar. So this is how accurate it is. And let's just go here. Foundations or like whatever, wall and column constructions. So let's say you do like $40, right? There is something, $38.5. Barn is to finish the tables. Donate $38.5 and this finance this already. So you can see like every single dollar counts, literally every single dollar. And I mean, this just shows it perfectly. And of course, the more you can donate, the better. But you can see, even if you have, okay, your crypto portfolio is $1,000 and you think, okay, I can donate $4, perfect. $4.
Exactly.
This is 1/4 of sandpaper for tornillos. I don't know what it is, but it is 1/4 of that already, right? So very, very beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. And I think it just really goes to show that what I said, that every single dollar counts, is actually true.
True. It's very, very true, for especially in those poorer areas. I mean, it's not that you have to spend thousands of dollars on a desk. You know, it's a very, very, very cheap, and it will be a place where a child can study. And this child has a potential way brighter future than it had before that, and it can already be those $15 that make this difference. So
well, it's the crypto community that's making a difference in this case as well, which is amazing for Bitcoin, that historically has, I mean, had a bit of a dogged media reputation, but this is what comes of when people do very well out of something. Everyone wants to give back, which is not something that you often see from traditional financial infrastructure, which it's dog eat dog, whereas it's a very community driven space is cryptocurrency. Also, a few more donations are coming for 1 Ethereum, which is very nice.
Yeah, the donations are going up by the second.
Yeah.
Chris, can you pull up the Bitcoin donation address? Someone in the live chat said they donated 6 Bitcoins, so I'm very curious if that's
I have track of that, so I would have already screamed if that would have been true. So
but maybe it is true. Maybe maybe it's coming from an exchange and they are waiting for for the exchange for the exchange to release it.
Well, other than that 6 Bitcoin transaction, as a fan of Bitcoin, I'm loving the fact that everyone is donating their Ethereum and hodling their Bitcoin. That is very great for me to hear.
There is quite a few more Ethereum transactions than there is Bitcoin ones, which actually perhaps there's more Ethereum users, Tone.
Oh, burn.
Oh shit. Or maybe it's also possible that in the last couple of days people made nice profits on Ethereum with trades and stuff, so they're now using the profits to donate. But you never know. Maybe it's the other way around.
Well, but the US dollar amount is pretty similar. We have now 70,000 approximately on each of these addresses, which is already a great thing. This is 140K. Plus the rarible things which are going on. I mean, people are bidding like crazy already. They really start bidding like crazy. My NFT here is already more than $3,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
Think about this, guys. This is not just, you could go there and make a screenshot, right? This is not how it goes. If you are buying one of these NFTs, whether it's the Crypto one, the Da Vinci one, the Mo one, the car from the moon one, or any other ones, this bull here, I don't know what it is. Just only look at those which are linked in the description down below. If you are donating to these ones, well, then you're not getting only this piece of art. You are having it one time. It's verifiable on the blockchain. You can sell it again for your own profit if you want. You can even donate it. You can keep it for your own profit on the Rarible platform, for example. And if you want, you can hold it forever. And no one can no one can counterfeit it, right? That's the
Yeah.
nice thing about NFTs. It's a really fun thing, and I think the best, in my opinion, the best use case is actually charity for this, because you are getting something of value, because it seems like people are valuing it, and you get something which cannot be counterfeit, and 100% of that, of the money you are putting in, is going to charity. So it's a win-win-win-win situation here, and that's absolutely amazing.
Exactly, that's
Somebody
very,
has a
very nice.
question here
Go on, Da Vinci.
that wants to answer. So is the charities going to be holding a Bitcoin, or are they going to be converting directly to cash?
They think they are going to convert it.
Yeah.
But obviously, right?
Yeah, they needed to build everything, so most of it will be converted directly as soon as it's donated, or pretty much all of it. So it won't be held for too long. I mean, we want to help instantly, and in the best case, if Bitcoin really outperforms now everything and 10x's this year, at the end of the year we will just have another event like this, and then you can just donate again. So I think
this actually brings up a really good topic. Like, I would love to, or you, Chris, like, just get a deal going with a charity saying that, hey, we're going to donate you X amount of Bitcoin, but you are only allowed to sell half every year. So that half the Bitcoin is always, staying there, and they can probably finance it for a long time.
Yeah,
I like
it's fun.
that idea.
It really depends on the charity. If they have like imminent need for the funds, of course, it's not something we can ask them to do. But otherwise, if they don't, then it's definitely a reasonable thing to do, because we all know where it's going to.
Honestly, I think it is reasonable, because to the Bitcoin community, specifically the Bitcoin community, if you actually can prove that half the Bitcoin will remain every single year, so that the charity can only sell half the Bitcoin, you would get a lot more donations, because Bitcoiners would absolutely love the fact that they are creating a long-term Bitcoin holder.
Yeah,
So they would actually get more money by doing that.
But like, to be 100% true, I mean, we don't have to do a deal with a charity, right? We can just keep it in the wallet and then just cash it out a half a year later. That's probably the easier way to do it, and then give it to charity as well, right? Would make it easier, at least.
Anybody fancy bringing up a 5-minute Bitcoin chart?
Yeah, let's actually go into
right before you do it, Chris. So if you did want to do something like that together, put something like that together, in order to give trust to the people donating, it would be like a big multi-sig. Like, you would have a key, I would have a key, like Da Vinci would have a key. So it would be like, 5 of 9 multi-sig, to make sure that half the Bitcoin will always remain and only half of it gets sold every year.
I have a better idea. There's a foundation. We could do a foundation for that. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think
we
that
don't
was
have to do all that work.
Yeah, that was the plan at the end.
In the first place.
Yeah, that was the plan in the first place, to do that sooner or later, to do a charity that stays, or a foundation that stays in the description for a very, very long time, and we can apply all those great ideas there. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Yep. But for now, I think it's very difficult to plan a completely different structure live and stream. Maybe will be a little bit too complicated.
No, for next time.
Next
time
the stream happens.
Yes,
We should do that.
exactly.
Sure. Very nice idea. I wanted to remind everyone, some of the...
One second, Chris, to add something to that tone, I love the idea. What we are also doing here, and we should do everywhere in the world with the ambassadors, we try, so I educate the charity here to accept Bitcoin with a Bitso account, which is the Mexican variant of a wallet. And then I educate the charities to try to convince the local craftsmen to accept Bitcoin for creating a table, for creating all their services, so that they, it will become this multi-level game, that they accept crypto as a charity, as a deposit, but then spend their crypto as well to the local craftsmen to build a table.
Leute, ich möchte mich noch mal ganz kurz bei allen hier bedanken. Ihr seht, wie die Donations reinkommen. Ich meine, ich habe hier auf diese Wallet 59.000 Dollar gespendet. Es sind jetzt bereits mit den 2.000 Dollar, die hier sind, 16.000 weitere Dollar von euch gespendet worden als Community. Des Weiteren dasselbe auf der Bitcoin-Adresse. Chris hat insgesamt hier einen Bitcoin gespendet auf diese Adresse. 0,15 Bitcoin, das heißt auch knapp 6.000 Dollar sind hier auf der Bitcoin-Adresse auch schon wieder donated worden. Das heißt, insgesamt sind wir jetzt hier schon von einem einem Spendenbetrag von $30.000 allein von euch, plus hier die NFTs, mein NFT jetzt mittlerweile hier bei $400 angekommen, das heißt, er geht auch die ganze Zeit logischerweise hoch, 100% davon geht an Charity, Chris seiner bei $3.000, das heißt hier allein auch die ganzen NFTs hier an der Stelle. Wir sind mittlerweile auch schon bei $40.000 angekommen. Ich meine, der Stream geht zwar auch schon seit einer Weile, aber $40.000 sind jetzt bereits von der Community gespendet, was natürlich super schön ist, denn ihr wisst es ganz genau, DaVinci matcht jede Spende bis $50.000. Das heißt, das bedeutet, sobald wir $50.000 erreicht haben, boom, werden aus den $50.000 $100.000 und zack, wir sind bereits bei $240.000 jetzt an Gesamtspenden angekommen, was mich natürlich freut.
When people are buying scarce NFTs, it is a platform and the prices are going ridiculously high, call it a bubble or not, but it's a fun gamble for sure. And well, the most important thing is of course the charity, but I think this is a very good argument for these NFTs. And well, if you are willing to pay the price, I would focus on that. If you only want to donate $5, $10, fine. We have the links down below. And of course, if someone wants to donate $1 million, that's also fine. Either bid on the NFTs or use the addresses down below. So there's of course no limit, guys. Should we go over to the price action, guys? What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, because we want to provide some value for the people here as well.
Exactly.
Who wants to start? Okay, let me start. I will make a quick one. You guys share, then you guys share your screen and say what you think, okay?
Yes, exactly. Do so.
All right, let me
Feel
share
free
quickly.
to start your...
Yes,
Nice.
sir. Let me know if you can see me. You know what? I will enable my face quickly so you can see me all the time. And I'm going over to the chart. So Mo, I think this is a chart you will elaborate a little bit on because you showed it to me and I shared my opinion already in a viral video which got 130,000 views. So I want your opinion about that one. Let me quickly go in the immediate short term, which is usually what everyone is interested in. What you can see here is something interesting, and this neckline you can draw it however you want, but it seems like this is a W which actually broke out. The nice thing is if you treat this here as a rising wedge, it broke to the downside. Rising wedges are breaking more often to the downside than not, and the price target of that was, well, what a beautiful, like, I mean, TA works sometimes very beautiful for Bitcoin. We hit the price target, Bitcoin forming this double bottom where the second bottom is higher than the first bottom and breaking above the neckline. This is a textbook W.
Yeah.
Filling the bearish price target of a rising wedge perfectly, creating a double bottom of the second bottom is higher than the first bottom, breaking out, confirming the breakout. All what we need, in my opinion, and guys, you can share your opinion as well, is a break above the previous rejection point. Statistically, this really puts the nail in the coffin for the Bitcoin bears. As long as we are not doing that, I would say stay a little bit cautious, but you can see here actually volume coming in at the breakout candle, and this is a beautiful thing. The breakout price for a target for this breakout is 60,500, and of course, if I'm zooming out a little bit, you can still see the price target of the falling wedge breakout, which is still in place. Takes a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but it's the previous high. The previous all-time high at 61,700 US dollars. That much for Bitcoin. I'm quickly doing Ethereum, and then it's your guys' turn. I really want to know what you think. Here again, I mean, this looks exactly like the Bitcoin price action. Actually, I think Carl, you had very similar TA on your beautiful channel. If he's still here, I don't know. You can see we had a double bottom, second bottom higher than the first bottom. We have a W, a break above the W, a rejection down, a bounce from the previous neckline. All we need here, the same thing again, is a break above the previous rejection point. This is usually my last confirmation sign among the volume I want to see coming in. It's Monday, so we can expect volume. And as you can see, volume is coming in. So the price target of that one would be 2,200. But eventually, I'm zooming out a little bit, looks like Picasso. Maybe I should make screenshots of my charts and NFT them. You can see the price target of that one would be approximately 2,500 US dollars. That's really the immediate short term, and that's my thoughts. And now, guys, back to you.
Exactly. So the short term, I think we all have pretty similar thoughts on. I think most of us had this W. I think most of us also, or some of us at least, had this big inverse head and shoulders. I know a lot of people are not that big of fans of head and shoulders in the crypto market because in the history they had a lot of times where they pretty much failed or broke out in the other direction. But anyways, Chris, you just talked about a very nice and specific line that I drew in in December, on 27th December or something like that, where I made a video saying that Bitcoin is going to go to around 60,000, 65,000 in this area, and then I think we will get the first bigger resistance because of this orange line you also had in your chart and you made in a viral video. Wait, let me share my screen real quick for that, and then I want to definitely get your guys' opinion on this line and if you think it's going to break or not. Wait a second, this will work like this, I think. Can you see my screen, guys? Is this working or not?
Yes, it's working.
Okay, that's very nice. Let me just turn off the EMA ribbons real quick. And I'm talking for sure about this red line. And I think, Tony, you were mentioning that it's with most of the times those lines are very redrawable, right? Especially at the end point. But with this specific line, in my opinion, it was very hard to redraw it in any other way. Like I said, I had it already drawn in 2-3 months ago. And for sure, there's like a range. You can probably move it in between $60,000 and $70,000 very freely. But I think that this is definitely a little bit of resistance that is holding us down right now. And also, interestingly enough, we have our on the log scale, at least, we have this nice daily support line. So the chart is right now crunching right in between. So I just wanted to know from you guys directly, what do you think? Are we going to break above or below? Just the thoughts, real quick, and maybe why.
It looks really interesting, the whole bearish divergence that we have on the RSI there. And that's the only thing that to me screams, I don't know.
Yeah, we can make this bigger real quick and also change maybe to the weekly chart so we have different time frames maybe as well.
Then it changed. Yeah, now it doesn't look quite as bad.
Yeah,
that's better. Fixed it.
But yeah, true. When in doubt, zoom out. That's a thing I think Da Vinci always says, right? Yes, exactly.
Just to note that we get bearish divergences like every month with this uptrend. We had one just before we broke above 20K, but they don't seem to matter.
Yeah, on the smaller time frames, at least that's 100% true. So, and that's why I'm not quite sure if we break to the upside. I definitely see the potential that we have, especially if we look like at the very big time frames. I also saw a Bloomberg chart very recently where they took a look at the 3-month Bitcoin chart, and especially in the three-month Bitcoin chart, if we manage to and this is going to happen this week, either we break below or we break above, right? So I really think that like
doesn't look that when you put it on that one, it doesn't look finished. It looks like there's a long way to go on that one yet. And
yeah, exactly. I think that there's a possibility to have like the next 3 months to have like a very like this candle, exactly like this one. Every time we topped out, we had like this insane big green 3-month candle, and I think if we manage to break above this week, this is a very big possibility. Till we connect with the other all-time highs at around 220K, and that's why I'm thinking a little bit that if we break it this week, that I'm pretty sure that we will see crazy amount of price gains in the next 3 months, and then maybe see the first correction. That's where my standpoint is coming from, at least besides the fundamentals we have. But I still see it a very dangerous space for Bitcoin right now, because we can't be 100% sure if we are going to break above or below, because exactly like you mentioned, we have this the RSI thing on the daily. Well, what's your guys' opinion on this?
I think this chart is extremely interesting because just technically, let's exclude all the economics, all the fundamentals. Technically, every single time on the monthly Bitcoin hit this red line, on my chart, it was the orange line, on yours, it's the red line. Every single time we went into a bear market, right? So if you exclude everything and only look at this trend line, you would say this is the start of the bear market. From April, we should be going down. Why it's not going to happen, in my opinion, and probably most of your guys' opinion, we are all subjective and have vested interest, but just coming from a standpoint with some arguments, just like usually people are saying this time it's different. It's a fool's thing to say things are never different, right? In investment, all of these laws of nature, they keep repeating themselves. We have bull market, bear markets. Why I think that this time it is going to be different without being a fool is that, first of all, Bitcoin in it of itself is different, right? It's the first asset which is really scarce. you cannot inflate it, right? You cannot inflate it above a specific maximum supply. Not even for gold it is possible. And for Bitcoin, it's the first thing where, well, everything has an order book. Even this glass bottle has an order book. You have an elastic demand, elastic supply, and the price actually regulating the relationship between supply and demand, right? So whenever the demand goes up in a capitalistic environment, a rent seeker would come into place and produce more bottles to actually take gains on that, right?
Yeah.
Because demand is going higher, they produce more, they inflate the supply, and well, we have an equilibrium in the market again. Well, for Bitcoin, it's different, right? If the demand increases, the demand is elastic, we are in a bull market, institutions are joining the space, the demand increases, what usually should happen is people are mining more Bitcoin, so people are putting more into mining equipment, but for Bitcoin, it's different. If more money is put into mining equipment, the network gets more secure. Put more money into mining equipment for gold, the inflation rate increases. Put more money into mining equipment of Bitcoin, the network gets more secure and the inflation rate stays the same because the difficulty adjustment will regulate that. So that's interesting. When the demand is elastic and the demand is increasing as it is right now in the bull market, and the supply is absolutely scarce, absolutely fixed, we only have one point of regulation, and that's the price. And this is why we have in this environment where central banks, 84 central banks in the world are printing 24/7. This is an environment where the demand increases, even the supply of fiat currency where Bitcoin is denominated in, actually this Bitcoin US dollar, what we are all looking out for. Well, this is different for Bitcoin. The economic environment is different, and Bitcoin in and of itself is different. And that's why I think this time it's going to be different. And that's why I think this time we are going to blast through that line here in the super cycle potentially.
Hey, Chris, I wanna add a little bit to that, and you're absolutely right. Bitcoin is the most scarce asset, and adding more resources really only makes Bitcoin more secure. It doesn't actually create more Bitcoin because it can't. But for me, the property of Bitcoin that got me into Bitcoin, and I will always consider it to be more important property than the fact that Bitcoin is scarce, is the unconfiscatability property of Bitcoin. It is the first asset humans have ever owned that is unconfiscatable by someone with a bigger gun. And the reality of that property is still completely like most people are unaware that they can own an asset that no one else can take away from them if they properly secure it. And that is so powerful that it breaks borders, especially at a time where we're all locked down and quarantined. Like the power that Bitcoin brings people is still just incomprehensible to most people.
I think that's a very good point.
And I think this unconfiscatability, it will get more important as the time passes, right? Like even gold is confiscatable.
Right, because of metal detectors. Like gold has become unmovable.
They did that with when they 1930 something leading up to the World War. They confiscated
34.
all the Americans'
34.
gold. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
Right. So that happened.
But even as a like a personal example, when my family, I was like 9 years old when my family left the Soviet Union, and it didn't matter how much wealth my family had in the Soviet Union. We were only allowed to leave the country with $100 per person. That was all we were allowed to leave with to start a new life in a different world. And that is no longer a barrier thanks to Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for it. No, that's amazing. That's an amazing thing. Because I remember at $1, I was pointing that out, that people were like, are you not seeing this? How big this is? That people could like transfer their wealth and nobody knows they have it. It's all up here. How could you not see that? I mean, and yet they were saying, no. I'm not going to even spend $1 on Bitcoin because it's a scam. I'm like, even if I'm wrong, right? It's just like you're spending a lottery ticket's worth of money here. And look where it is today.
Yeah. And you were insuring people's losses. I remember in 2000, I mean, I don't remember, I watched it on your channel. In 2011, you were actually saying, guys, buy $1 freaking worth of Bitcoin and I will insure your losses. Like, how many people took your advice? 5 people?
5 took that insurance.
Wow. But you never
Yeah,
had to pay them back,
pay
right?
them this
Yes,
insurance.
I was
No.
about to say. You never had to pay those 5 people the insurance back.
It's so
That's
crazy,
very, very
man.
nice. One thing I
So
just
blessed.
one thing I just wanted to throw out, because I think there's a lot of new people coming in. I just wanted to remind everybody to, for everyone that is live, go down into the description. You find the donation addresses there. We already reached $82,000 in donation on the Ethereum address. I think on the Bitcoin address, also more than $10,000 got donated. The NFTs are already above $10,000 now in total. So guys,
On
if you just
Bitcoin, more
joined-
than 70.
yeah, in total. I mean that came on top of your 1 Bitcoin donation.
0.21.
Exactly. So just scroll down. You find the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the USDT address. That's the way the easiest way to donate. And also, for sure, you can try to get one of these very unique NFTs where the complete profits also go to charity. Just want to throw that out there before we continue with the charts.
Actually, exactly. I wanted to continue with the charts also. Let me one more time share my screen, because it is really, the clock is ticking right now. And I wanted to remind you guys, there is this Rarible link below. You have basically here 6, 7, ignore this bull here. You have 7 NFTs here. And these NFTs are for sale. People are already bidding on it like crazy. Let me open like the most, for example. Now it's going higher and higher. The donations for this one are already coming in. We are close to 1,000. People just started donating, and now people are going crazy about that one. Da Vinci's one also already crossed $2,000. Like all of them are already bid on. Even mine here, I'm very proud. It's probably because I'm shilling it so much, but don't forget the other NFTs as well. Bid on the other ones. You can get them for cheap as well. But here, my one also more than $4,000. And the amazing thing about this is, if you are actually getting a hold of that NFT, you are owning it. 100% of your donation of this price is going to charity, and you can even sell it on the open marketplace Rarible for more again. All you have to do is go to the link down below, the Rarible link, connect your MetaMask wallet, and you can directly bid on it. And the clock is, why did I say the clock is ticking? The last bid here for the NFT, maybe if it came 5 minutes ago, in 15 minutes, it's already going to the person who bid the last time. 20 minutes of time. The time window is closing, so make sure you make your bids before this is over. Yes, Tone?
I got a question on that. How do people bid on these NFTs? Like, what do they use?
MetaMask, for example, I mean, they can use all different wallets. If you use the Google Chrome browser, I'm using MetaMask. I'm not an expert if anyone knows anything else. I'm using MetaMask, and if you have funded that, for example, with Ethereum or whatever, you can bid on that and sign transactions on the Ethereum blockchain through MetaMask on the Chrome browser. It's pretty easy once you did it one time.
So let me, like, I mean, I've never used any of that stuff because, you know, I'm a Bitcoiner.
Because you're a Bitcoiner.
Question. So if someone bids on this thing and then they get outbid, like, do they lose transaction fees? Do they get to retain their bid? Like, for example, like in an auction, if I raise my hand to bid, let's say $1,000, and someone else bids $1,000, $1,100, I still get to keep my $1,000. It didn't cost me anything. So are people actually losing like money? Or not losing, but are people donating to charity and not having the ability to win anything because someone else outbid them? Like, how does that work?
No. So only the highest bid wins. The highest bid wins. So, for example, you bid like, I don't know, $4,000 on the Chris Crypto Lambo NFT. Now it's $4,025. The $4,000, it's like it's not a bid. How it's with the transaction fees, this I don't know. Maybe someone else knows, but it's the highest bid wins. The highest bid is the person who gets
right,
the
because
so as I know, just to throw it in there, as I know, since you're signing a smart contract that is, in the case that you're not winning, refunding you the bid amount, you will definitely lose those $6, as I know. But I could be wrong. Maybe they have other system with
you get
Ethereum.
like a most refund of the transaction fee if your transaction doesn't process. It's similar to when you purchase
most of it.
Anything on OpenSea. If you don't win the bid on OpenSea, it just refunds you basically all of the money plus most of your transaction fee. You don't pay a full transaction fee because it bounces back. So you pay like whatever it is to start it up. It's very low. It's like maybe between like $3 and $5. It's very low.
Yeah, $6-7 exactly.
But Bitcoin is looking nice on the 5 minute. is looking.
I mean, we have a small W on the 15-minute,
Yeah.
definitely, and also I think a small bull flag on the 15-minute that is also slightly visible on the 1 hour. We are about to retest the descending resistance again, but yeah, we will see.
Someone
I mean,
share the screen.
we
Come
have-
on, someone share the screen. Make
Yeah,
it.
hey, people are asking for four flies to say something. So go ahead and share the screen.
Yes, share the
Here we go.
screen. Let's go.
Let's go.
Some short term
is
or
this-
long term, whatever
does
you
this work?
want.
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
working.
Perfect. Here we go. So, Mo brought up a chart with a very beautiful big red line that looks something a little bit like this. And Jordan, I'm sorry, that Martini guy and I were talking about this earlier today on Twitter. I forgot exactly what our conversation was. If you could just jog my memory with it.
Oh, now you're asking. We were talking. we were talking about basically market cycle for Bitcoin. You're asking it right time.
So that's thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. So it's if Bitcoin were to get rejected from the line, that might look something a little bit like this. Let me just zoom out and take a clearer chart real quick. That would imply that Bitcoin is about to enter a massive bear cycle that could last months potentially. And the conversation, Jordan, I'm so sorry, that Martini guy and I both had on Twitter was that if the market was actually getting ready to dump massively, we would be seeing complete euphoria. We would be seeing massive drops followed by even bigger, well, not nearly as big, but by subsequent massive dead cat bounces.
Yeah.
And that would be indicative of, potentially entering a multi-month bear market. But I don't think that we're there yet. And, it's very hard to say this in an unbiased way, because obviously almost all of us on this live stream, watching and all that, we all own Bitcoin, but it's clear when there is extreme euphoria or not, because you start to get very wild, crazy spikes happening on the chart, and we're just not there. I mean, what we saw with Mo's chart, what Tone has been pointing out, and everyone's talking about this, is the kind of support that we're getting with this big support line, the resistance coming in for a beautiful ascending triangle. This is very much indicative of the price just kind of coiling up before it takes a massive explosion either to the upside or the downside. And then you have to ask yourself, which trend are you on? Which trend are you in? That's
It's not bearish, is it? The market's just not bearish. Well, why would a bear market kick in right now when you've got more money flowing in than ever and everything is just gathering momentum, and there's more momentum than we've ever gathered before at this point in time, which is why it's just not possible to be bearish. How can anyone?
That's it.
What fundamentals?
If you look
That's what they said in December 2017. It's impossible to be bearish. How can you be bearish? This is like such a big red flag, man. Why are you You're jinxing it?
Well, NFT. Hang on. Go on, Sammy. I've got a point afterwards.
Sure, yeah. The big difference between 2017 and now is that we're not seeing that extreme, if we actually look at the chart in 2017, it was way crazier than this in terms of the swings down and things like that. We're not getting that. We're consolidating right now. And, if we're getting this kind of, a consolidation isn't usually what ends a bull market. It usually is what continues the bull market. And if you look a little bit, deeper onto the 1 hour time frame, we're also just getting small little rejections here. And, one of the points I made in a recent video is this could be market suppression, but it could equally just be, people wanting to take profit. As soon as the supply at this level in the market is exhausted, as soon as enough people feel like they've taken enough profits on Bitcoin, supply in the market's going to drop way down, but demand's still going to be up here. And I mean, I'm expecting the supply to drop basically to zero as soon as we pass $60,000, because it's a big psychological number. And if we do pass 60,000, I mean, we're looking at a massive lightsaber candle, as far as I'm concerned. It's just as exactly as that Martini guy said, we've just got the perfect market set up for continued upside. It's markets do not coil and then end bull markets. They will end bull markets with a massive, massive rocket ship. And we just haven't had that at the moment.
No, not really. Yeah, exactly. Because you just mentioned the red line also. In history, we only touched it once. We never touched it again. We touched it once, and then we had this big rejection. And now we're testing it for the third time with this weekly candle. So, yeah, as you said, we're probably coiling up. I still want to be we saw wicks, right? We saw in the last bull market wicks down to the weekly EMA ribbons. We haven't seen this yet. So I could imagine a scenario where we see like a very quick wick on the weekly chart down to the EMA ribbons exactly as at this point to fool everyone, and then to recover very quickly and to break this red resistance line. This is maybe the worst case I see at this. I mean, the worst case is always that the bull market ends here, right? But the more realistic worst case, what I can imagine is that we maybe see a very quick wick
guys,
down
I'm
to
sorry.
that. But yeah.
Can I just interrupt because I'm looking at the live chat, and
Yep.
like when people are showing charts, but Chris is scrolling through like the donation addresses, people don't see the charts and they're getting very upset.
But I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, on the note of what you said, Mo, you know,
Yeah.
getting a little wick down to the EMA ribbon on the weekly, you know, things like this I think are almost quite unpredictable.
Yeah,
You can use
exactly.
indicators to tell you when you need to drop down, but it's just part of good risk management being insulated from a big drop like this, because this is going to liquidate everybody trading the market right now, unless they're on like 2 times leverage. And there's no real way you can see that coming. I mean, you're going to get screwed on moves like that if we move down, and we certainly will during this bull market at some point if we get a massive crash like that. You know, and the only way you can protect yourself from that is by trading safely. There's no there's no easy way around that, unfortunately.
No,
I think
exactly.
that
In
there
those
is no-
coil up,
go on.
in such coil up phases, I would be, and I've been telling that since 2 days, that I'm very careful. I mean, I still have my long positions open since they have a little bit of a lower entry price. But other than that, I'm very careful with opening like big new long positions. I'm very, very careful. I would personally only do that if we break the all-time high with significant volume and also maybe close a weekly candle like a good amount above the last ones before I would start being very, very in a kind of a guaranteed bullish again and start opening very big longs and stuff like that. Till then, I will be a little bit holding back.
That's
What,
what
what do you guys, for flights, what do you, maybe if you pull up the weekly again and open the EMA ribbon, what do you guys think? When are we finally going to hit that magical 21-week EMA? I mean, in 2017, it looked so healthy. We were always going down, washing out weekends, bouncing from this. It's the upper EMA of this EMA ribbon. Look at this. We had like 7
Yes.
touch points every single time. It was so nice. We washed out the weekends and we were ready to go higher. And for example, in 2019, when we had this massive run to 14,000, not as much back as by fundamentals as this run right now, but we were just not going down. It was a little bit unhealthy, and the first retest immediately failed and we went lower. So I would say we need these retests, just as we got it here at the time Michael Saylor bought in, I don't know, September, October 2020, when we dipped on it the last time. And now, like since, I don't know, 5-6 months, we didn't have a dip down. Do you think we are going to dip down? That would be equivalent with the 43, 44,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. Or do you think that this coil up phase among the all-time high, which is usually something bullish, is going to go higher and we are going to see that dip maybe in the end of the bull market?
I can take it. I can take the question.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
So let me take over the screen share and I'll just pull up my chart.
Yeah, 4-5, yeah, I think yeah, perfect.
All right. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But so I'm looking at the weekly chart on earlier today when I did my video. I'm looking at this ascending triangle and I'm looking for a huge breakout. The longer this consolidation has taken place, the bigger my expected breakout is. So at first I was expecting a blow off top at 45,000 and then a big pullback, but we didn't make it all the way up there. And the way we made it there and we consolidated, I raised my target to 55. After we didn't make 55 and we topped at 42, I then said, you know what? Now we're going to go higher past 55. Now we're at 58. My target has been mid 60s. Then I raised it to low 70s. And now I'm thinking higher. This consolidation has a huge percentage chance of breaking out to the upside. Yes, I agree that a pullback to that, moving average is good, but we need a blow off top to get there. And if the blow off top doesn't take us all the way down and it consolidates at the top, get ready for another move to the upside. So if we get this huge pop off this triangle up into the, I used to think it was low 70s. Now I'm leaning towards high 70s, low 80s. And after that, if we get that blow off top, we then fall 30 to 40%. And then we're going to hit all of those moving averages for the reset of the first bump. On a daily chart, you know, even I underestimated my own freaking indicator, and I didn't think we would get this big of a fall, but we did. It's not even that big of a fall. It's like $2,000, and we've already erased it. And now I'm once again very bullish, and I'm waiting for this breakout. These are my MRI tops. I know your audience are not familiar with this indicator. It's not normal. It's just my own thing. And I am pretty bullish here on the daily time frame. I'll be very bullish on a daily time frame tomorrow. Once we break today's candle's high, I'll be very bullish on a daily and a weekly. And I think once this blow off top happens, then we go down 30 or 40%. So if I put one of these in from this area, even a 50% drop is not that big, because that only takes us down to 40, and that's actually realistic. Like even a
May I-
21-week
Yeah,
EMA.
may I ask just why you're expecting this drop at this, or is this like an estimation of just a realistic pump that happens with Bitcoin, like this 36-40%, or is there like some resistance you have there, or is there this is just more or less, or do you have
That's
any?
the thing. I have no resistance there. I mean, once we're going to a new all-time high, the only indicator I have to measure, there's only two things that I can use to identify where a new all-time high is ready to, like, you know, have a serious pullback. One of them is the Fibonacci extension, and I'm not sure where the Fibonacci extension is because I don't have them drawn on the chart. And the other one is, you know, my MRI indicator, which lets me identify, you know, when a new all-time high is at its high. So for example, on a daily chart, I saw this area here, literally this candle, as a potential top, but I didn't see it as a huge top. I actually, this actually pulled back more than even I expected, mostly because this top is too close to this one. Something like this top, I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. Again, these arrows don't show up randomly, they show up in real time. And so these are my ways of identifying a new all-time high when it hits these areas. So this was a new all-time high at the time when it hit 40,000 for the first time. But based on the current environment, I'm not anticipating these to be these giant 40-50% corrections. But the next one, if it takes place in the $80,000 range in the near future of the next few months, I would consider that to be a blow off top for a 30 to 40% correction, because like Chris said earlier, we haven't had one in so long that we're due. And while some people think that we're due for it right now, in my experience, consolidations at all-time high almost never lead to significant downside. Like, it literally almost never. I'm 100% in on Bitcoin right now. I am that confident that we're going to go up. But the upside is limited in terms of both time and price. But if we only go up a few $1,000s, if we only go up to 60 and then we consolidate again, everything just moves forward for another big top. I'm waiting for this one more blow off top, something like a $20,000 move in a span of weeks. And that is my cue to get out.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting one. I love your ascending triangle here. Of course, it breaks much more often towards the upside than towards the downside. What I find to be interesting here on your chart, the confluence with the chart Mo was showing in the beginning, because one thing you have in common, Mo has this long 11-year trend line and the ascending support on the weekly.
Yeah.
And you also have ascending support on the weekly and the horizontal resistance of the ascending triangle. The thing you have in common is that it is decision time, and that this decision time is this week. Bitcoin has to decide whether to go higher or lower. Of course, here technically, statistically, the chance much higher to break towards the upside, but it has to happen from the charts within the next 6 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think this is the interesting thing. We are in decision time, and this 2-month consolidation, which is the longest consolidation we've seen since ages, is going to come to an end within the next 6 days.
Exactly.
And well, if I have to decide, I would also say it's going to go to the upside. That Martini guy you are mentioning, I should share the link. I should talk about. You are right. I should talk about the donation part.
Can I add one last thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one last thing.
ahead, Mark.
So we can all agree on that. Most of us, or we all expect a higher probability of this breaking to the upside, having a final insane pump before we see a big blow off top that corrects down to the weekly EMA ribbons. We see a few months of correction time before we then see a new cycle. Is that what everybody is expecting in a kind of way, or is anybody disagreeing with this statement? Just before we go back to the
say
donations.
yes, but I could even imagine one FU move, like maybe even below the support, to wash out the people, because if we are breaking out towards the upside, it would just take too many people in the boat with them. So I could imagine like a stop hunt to the downside and then a massive pump to the upside. But it's very speculative, of course.
I have something different to say. I have something different to say here to add. Yes, all of this makes sense. However, right, keep in mind our analysis is based on the reality that, hey, you know what, the Federal Reserve's only going to increase our money supply by 2 to 3% each year, and everything's going to be fine. You know, we have normal markets here, and we don't. We just like Michael Saylor has said, Godzilla has come onto the playground and destroyed the whole playground, and you're analyzing whether or not these little kids are going to be able to play basketball. It doesn't make any sense. We've completely changed the game here. Completely.
Are you by any chance a Bitcoin bull?
Yes, I am. So
Yeah.
So we could see Bitcoin not even bother touching the averages.
No, I agree with that, Da Vinci. But like, for example, like everything I just said, I mean, it indirectly has to do with the Fed. But I've been on the road. I've left, the U.S. like 3 or 4 months ago, and I don't watch TV. Like, I have no idea how much the Fed is printing. I have no idea if I got an IRS check. I have no clue. I'm looking at the price chart. I have no idea what the Fed is doing, and I don't care. I'm looking at the technical analysis. I'm looking at the chart patterns, and they're telling me that the price is ready to pop to the upside, irrelevant of what fundamental analysis do.
You're right, but please open your IRS checks, man. Please open.
So anyway,
And
hey,
put it into
before I
Bitcoin.
cut off screen share, I want to plug something, because I'm sitting here. I'm in Turkey. I'm with a friend of mine, Arthur Artun Bakar, and he wrote a children's book. And anyone that buys this book, the money goes directly to charity to help fight leukemia. He's sitting right next to me, so I'll let him say a few words, since this is, an event for charity.
Exactly.
Well, thanks, Ton, and it's great what you guys are doing. And I wrote this book to educate kids on the environment and on emotions. And donations are good, but I think we need to come to a point where we don't need to raise donations anymore. So we need to educate the kids now. So when they grow up in an environment where there are no need for donations. There are no need for, where the disease are fixed and treated quicker than now, and when everybody has access to basic human needs, and all the income from this book goes to kids with leukemia, because they are the most vulnerable, and the ones that you guys are donating now is also very vulnerable, and those kids needs to be helped, but most importantly, they need to be educated, and they need to cover our mistakes and make sure what we did wrongly, they correct it in the future. So thank you very much. What you guys are doing is great. It's excellent, and I'm very proud of it. And thanks for sharing my book as well. And anybody who purchases it, thank you as well.
Thank you very much.
And you watch some of these guys all the time.
Yeah, I love like, no offense to others, but I love Crypto and Da Vinci, and especially Crypto. Like, man, the energy you have, I don't know how you get it, where you get it, what you eat, what you feel.
Water.
Yes.
And lemon.
It's great.
Water and lemon. Catchingemotions.com, guys. Check it out. Catchingemotions.com. 100% going to charity here. Beautiful thing. Thanks, man. Thanks,
Very
man.
nice.
You're amazing.
Also,
let me quickly go over to something very important. Mo, maybe we can talk on that specific part here together.
Yes.
I wanted to remind the people, because as I'm saying, the clock is ticking actually, and these NFTs down below, 100% going to charity, and people are still donating, but some of the bits you can see here, $4,250, some of them are already old. So if you are not bidding soon, it is going to the person who bid on time. And some of them you can get also still cheaper. They are going up. But if you're waiting for too long, then they will be going away for too low, and this person can probably sell it on the marketplace for higher. So you might as well go down and take advantage of that right now. Some of them you can still get for pretty cheap, so make sure you check that out. There is even this beautiful one from René Turek already. People are bidding on it, so make sure you check it out, and you don't let 20 minutes pass, because then the chance is over, and this NFT, which exists one time in the whole universe, is going to someone else, and you are not going to get it anymore. He might put it onto the marketplace at 10 times the price or so. So this is actually the chance right now.
Exactly.
100% going to charity. And Mo, I think now it's your turn. Also, we have here these donation addresses. Almost
$100,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But don't
Almost
forget,
$100,000
we all in a kind of way, we have the USD Tether on this Ethereum address as well. So with the USD Tether, we already reached $100,000 on the Ethereum address alone in donations, which is very, very amazing. Thank you to everyone who donated so far. And as well, for everybody that is new, you find those addresses to donate in the description. We would be more than happy if you would join all the other people that already donated. And Da Vinci, it looks like you already have to donate $50,000, because the $50,000 are definitely reached, which is very amazing. Thank you again for matching the first $50,000 of all the viewers.
Let me consolidate, man. We have more than 70,000 on the Bitcoin address. We have 106,000 on the 107,000 on the Ethereum address. This is 178,000 US dollars or so. Then we have, like, I don't know, 15,000 there. So we have almost 200,000 already, plus Da Vinci's 50, more like $250,000 US dollars. We already raised for charity here. And this is, of course, like, round of applause to you guys. That's amazing. I mean, we have here one person who donated from his Binance wallet 5 Ethereum. That's 10,000 US dollars. Someone is donating here semi-anonymously, not getting even the clout he deserves, man. Big shout out to you, whoever you are. The address starting with 0x. Oh no, that's a Binance one. Anyway, man. Big shout out to you, whoever you are. I truly love you. I love everyone watching, but especially you, man. This is great.
Have a look at the Tether transaction. How much was the Tether transaction? How much was the Tether transaction for?
Tether transaction.
I think I took a look a little bit earlier. It was mostly smaller transactions, as I remember. But other than that, thank you very much. And even if you don't donate, if you maybe don't have this spare buck, I mean, most people have, but I can fully understand if people just say, hey, I have $100. Yeah,
$10,000 of USD.
Oh, there's a $10,000 Tether transaction.
Yeah, that was me. That was me, guys.
Who was it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was me. Crypto Jack.
Yes.
Oh,
very
Crypto
nice.
Jack.
Yeah. Nice.
Very
Crypto
nice.
Jack. Wow.
Thank you,
Thank you
Crypto
very
Jack,
much,
also
Crypto
for
Jack,
supporting.
No problem.
Big shout out to him.
Vinci has to donate more as well.
Jack on YouTube. Type in Crypto Jack on YouTube and you will find his channel. Amazing channel
Very
over there.
nice.
He just donated silently without even mentioning it.
You
I mean,
could have
we
said
had to
something,
pull him
Jack.
out here to finally tell us where this is coming from. 10,000 US dollars. Thanks,
Very,
Crypto
very
Jack.
nice. Yeah,
No problem.
thank you again
You
for
just built a
everybody
score with
donating.
that.
That's very, very amazing. one quick question. Do we want to continue to talk a little bit out of charity, or otherwise I would want to throw one small chart thing in. And what do you guys think of just putting the fractal of the first, not really the first, we had one earlier, right? But in the 2013 bull market, where we exactly had a similar scenario, we just extended from the weekly EMA ribbons. We never retested them till we had this insane 60% blow off top. If we lay this fractal over the price action right now, it would perfectly fit. Do you guys think this is anything we should take a look? I can also real quick share my chart just so you see what I'm saying real quick, and then you can say, is it relevant or no? Because it fits so nicely against the support and the resistance line. Just
well, give us a look and we'll have a see. Well, I like all charts that go up, so yeah, I like that one.
Very nice, right? No, I'm just joking. But what do you think? Because it's exactly this price move right from here. It's this price movement, and I think it just fits so nicely to with this support and this resistance. But yeah, just and even and also if we extend, you know, the weekly moving averages, right? Just like small idea.
I do wonder if we'll even have a Bitcoin bear market, because my concern is with NFTs and the amount of people accumulating a lot of Ethereum off the back of it and just dumping Ethereum onto the market, crushing the price of Ethereum, and at the same time Bitcoin will just continue on its adoption schedule. That's what I'm thinking with the market at the moment, because there's a lot of people accruing a lot of Ethereum and just dumping it all in one go, and that's why in my opinion, what you're seeing is these, like, Ethereum's been struggling, hasn't it, against the rest of the market, and my theory is that you've got a lot of people raising a lot of money and they don't want to hold any of it in cryptocurrency. All of these celebrities and influencers are selling a lot of these NFTs for hundreds of thousands. That is where I see the bubble. I don't actually think that Bitcoin is bubbling this time. I think that we just kind of tail off into oblivion and just continue on going forever.
That's an interesting opinion. Does anybody have some stuff to say about that? That I haven't heard that opinion that many times yet. That people say we won't really have a bear market. That's an interesting opinion, to be honest.
I think this is something which will never change. We will always have bear markets. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong all the time, right? But let me just throw that out. I think we will always have bear markets, because the law of nature is not everyone can profit, and eventually at one point of time everyone will have joined Bitcoin, and at least like the last people joining have to get punished, unfortunately. But guys, what do you think of about that? I think this is never gonna change, like that we have these cycles, because we have psychology involved in markets, right? When there are emotions and psychology, we need winners and losers. What do you think?
I think with the chart,
I would love to share one chart and would love to have your opinion on this chart.
Go for it. Go for it.
You all have these beautiful short-term charts, and I love these short-term charts. I just want to share this one. I want to have your opinion, because for me, this is a year chart. So every candle is a year. So we can see that we always have 3 bullish years, then 1 bearish, 3 bullish, 1 bearish, 3 bullish. The 3rd bullish year is always the biggest candle. So if we would reach the top, like Mo is saying, then this candle would not be as big as the candle in 2017 or the candle in 2013. So what do you think about this chart? Are we going to create another 3rd huge candle, or are we going to stay
just to throw him? I'm still more bullish than bearish. It's similar to the 3-month chart I showed, where we also would expect one more big 3-month bullish candle. But what is interesting about this, that we almost didn't really, at the end of each yearly candle, what I see right now is that we didn't really have a sell-off till each time at the end of the year, right? What I would be expecting is that we would have like this big yearly doji then in this case. But yeah, just put your opinion on this chart. It looks very interesting. Have never looked at the yearly chart, to be honest.
I've never seen it.
I did, but I like this. I like this one. Let me just 1 minute. I wanted to say, you are right. The 3rd one is always the biggest, and especially here in the first cycle, the 3rd one is like 30 times bigger than the 2nd one, and the 2nd one it's 10 times bigger. So if this one were to be only 3 times bigger, then we need a 900% increase. But that measuring from a $30,000 starting price that's an 8x. So that would be at least the 240,000 with all other factors given, without the monetary policy, without the money printing. That would already put Bitcoin at 240,000 if we just were to have these same increases, even factoring in diminishing returns to scale.
I like that's very exciting, and it's for that exact reason that I think we'll still get bear markets, because if you ever get people buying with excitement, there will always be at least a small subset of them that will also panic sell because they're buying with emotions. They will sell with emotions as well.
Do you think that people are actually doing that with Bitcoin though? Because I don't see that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has lost its appeal to the retail investor, and that's what I'm seeing. Is my audience is wholly looking at altcoins, and if they're interested in trading the value of Bitcoin. They're not really interested they're interested in holding the wealth in Bitcoin. They're not really interested in trading Bitcoin on a large scale like they used to be when Bitcoin was cheaper.
I think
but is the retailers controlling the market at this point of time? I don't really see. We haven't seen. Yeah, that's why I don't really think we have seen this retail run yet. Really, I mean, we because we are like in this crypto bubble, right? Everybody, we are just surrounded by crypto people. Our viewers are crypto people. So I think for me, it was always very, very hard to tell. Is like the retail now in the market, or is it not in the market because everybody I'm surrounded with is in crypto? So I think you get very fast that feeling that everybody, the retailers are in crypto. But I think at this point, this was mostly an institutional run so far, to be honest. But you share your opinion, guys. There was somebody else trying to talk. Sorry, I just
A very easy way to answer that is just to look at signups on a website like Coinbase, and if they're at all-time highs every week, then yeah, retail's in. And of course, they're not the ones driving the market, but
they're buying altcoins.
Is there a chart or some statistics on that?
I mean, how do they get in? And the other thing is, big smart guys with a lot of money, they're not going to buy a breakout of I mean, they might buy the breakout, but they're not going to buy at 65k if Bitcoin's destined to go to 80k in one leg. I mean, there's just not much supply in the market, so there's not actually that much buying volume happening at every breakout either. It's just that no one wants to sell, and that's what takes the price so high. So as soon as
we see that with the miners, have you seen that chart with the miners that have actually stopped selling completely, and now the actual holdings of Bitcoin miners is starting to increase?
Yeah, no, but we had this big selling, right, of F2 pool at 34.
Yeah, it's not surprising because that's what takes the price so high. It's just that no one wants to sell. But as soon as that selling pressure comes in, because I don't know, China flood or something, there's a million reasons it can come up. As soon as it comes up, the people who bought out of a fear of missing out, they'll be the first ones to sell.
I hate how fast this industry goes down. Every time it starts going down, it goes down 20% in a day.
Well,
it's really annoying.
Buyers, if there's, I mean, they're buying and they don't know what they're buying. The clearest example is something like XRP, but it's the same psychological reason someone will buy Bitcoin as well when they see it at an all-time high.
Still holding my XRP.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of my friends who never bought from $1 all the way up to now, right, have called me up asking me about Dogecoin. I'm like, I had to beg them off the cliff. Please, don't go all in on Dogecoin, right? And because they don't want to put money into an asset where, okay, wait a second, I need $60,000 just to get one, because there's something called what's it called? Unit bias, right? You want to have more than one of something. You don't go into the grocery store and buy one apple, right? You buy just a quarter of an apple, or 1/10 of an apple, or or a micro fraction of an apple. You buy the whole apple, right? And so that's the problem, right? And so that's what that's why you see, if I bring up a chart right now of the Bitcoin dominance, it's going to fall through the floor, right? Because retail's going there. In fact, all my friends that they're filing in are now in alts. They're not anywhere near Bitcoin.
I'm in a lot of alts. I do genuinely think that retail goes to alts, and institutions will stick with Bitcoin and play around with that for a bit, and we'll probably just start generally. Go on.
Yeah, people who are aiming for wealth creation, they will, people who want to turn like $1,000 into $1 million, they will look to take on more risk. But, when you've got someone who's entering the market with $100 million, they're just aiming for 10, 20% hedge against the dollar, whatever. They're not aiming for, buying Cardano at, 10 cents and running it up to $1. That's not, there's a much safer way to get that same gain. I think a lot of bigger players would anticipate a 10x gain on Bitcoin. So why would you gamble on an altcoin? It's only the smaller guys that really have those big visions. Maybe they haven't discovered leverage trading yet, things like that. They'll go for the big altcoin lottery tickets.
I like those the best. Go on, Chris.
There's a huge US dollar tether transaction coming in, man. Like, we have on US dollar tether now $60,000 already.
Wait,
Who
what?
was that?
What?
the heck is going on? Let me check that. What?
No.
$50,000.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
What?
Was that you, Da Vinci, already?
No. I was gonna do it on my phone, but I
Wow.
already have like
Oh,
I
What?
already have $20,000 of
What?
ground money.
Whoa!
who was just donating 1 minute ago 50,000 US dollar tether?
I have something to confess.
He's
I
a
have
very
something
rich
to
person
confess.
that's done that. Is it Kyle?
It's Carl. I did it.
You did it.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Very,
They
very
crossed
nice.
300K already, Carl. I truly appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no
Very
worries.
nice.
Let's build these schools.
Say
Exactly.
again?
Let's
Oh,
build these
the
schools.
guys on the guys on my channel, they are really applauding for you, and they're also saying they love the image in your window of this beautiful woman walking around.
Wait.
They were like, "What? Do you see that in the window reflection?"
Yeah,
Carl, just turn
With
the
the
camera.
hair.
Turn the camera.
that's true. That's smart. Bye.
Amazing, Carl. Thank you very much, man. So we
Yeah.
have on the Ethereum address already more than $150,000. We have like what is it, like 70 something thousand there? So it's like
50. Yeah, we had at 300K almost.
yeah.
I want to see more people donate.
Then we have the rarible things. We are above 300.
We are above $300,000 in donations. Wow. Thank you very much to everyone, especially also for sure to Carl, for Da Vinci, also to Jack. I'm not sure if he's still here or even watching. Thank you for all the people in this group chat right now that donated massive amounts as well. I think it very inspires people to donate as well. So thank you for helping out with that. And like I said, everybody that is watching right now, go to the description, find the addresses. If you have made some nice profits, and I assume everybody that is in this market for a longer time has made some, no matter if it's $10, even if it's $5, whatever amount you want to donate, please feel free to do it. It will every dollar will make a change for the causes that we support. So thank you very much for the support from all of you.
That is
Yeah, hey, thank you for having me on the stream. I do have to get going. It's been having a great time. I can comment real quick on that yearly chart, but other than that, the
Yes.
live chat really requests Monday to say a few words because you haven't said anything for a while. But just one quick word on that chart that I think Didi you had up before. I mean, I remember it in my head. I am expecting this year to be a bigger candle than last year. And you're right, the fourth year always tends to be a red candle. And we could have a red candle next year, but I think that next year's candle is going to be a little more like the shooting star candle. I think this bull market is going to bleed into next year. And then next year, we're going to take a more serious fall. And while next year's fall could still be a greenish candle or barely red, I think it will actually have one of those wicks. So I am expecting this year's candle to be bigger in magnitude than last year. And you can see last year we made 300%. This year we were only up 100%. So that's why I am looking for this year to end the year over 100,000. So even if we top around 80, pull back to 50, we're back above 80 by end of year. And then next year, maybe hit 150, 200, drop back, and then drop back down to 100. So if next year we go to 200 and drop to 90, it can be a red candle with a wick. And then we have another bull market after that.
Okay.
Thanks for commenting, Tone.
Yes.
Thanks, Tone. Enjoy your day. Good luck. Best of luck to your friend, of course, with his book.
Exactly.
Beautiful thing.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, have a great day or like
Have
a
a
great
lovely
night.
evening.
Great evening. Yes. Have a very great evening. Thanks for joining.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Now it's Mendy's turn. Mendy, talk.
Yes.
Hey, what's
Right,
going
thank
on,
you,
guys?
And I'm gonna go ahead and make a donation to the obviously to what address it'll to which currency it'll take place to, and I'm gonna do that once I get off the stream.
Will
All
it be in
bye, guys.
Ethereum?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Later, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Great stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes,
Thanks everyone
guys.
so far for joining today. That was a great live stream already.
Yeah, it was a very, very great live stream. And it doesn't get boring. We first planned to do maybe like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and now I'm 2 hours in. And because the donations just get higher and higher, I'm just motivated to keep going. I'm not sure how you guys feel, but Mende, now it's your turn to speak.
I feel very good also, guys, and it's really amazing. I can't talk so much about Bitcoin and trade analysis like you do, but I always love to listen, and those 2 hours feel actually like 15 minutes. So guys, I would like to actually show you 2 of those charities where a part of the money is actually going. So one of them is actually the water project. So the water project is a project which helps people to drink water, and they are helping like primarily in Africa, building communities. So there are a lot of campaigns here happening. They're showing exactly the communities here, like this Muriola primary school. They still have $6,000 needed and some other amounts. So I believe that from the total amount raised, Chris and the other guys here, they will probably distribute a part to this. And the nice thing about this charity is they also, I mean, they are all genuine, legit charity organizations. So for example, in this water project, they also have a map here where they actually show the type of projects where they actually helped. So there's really a lot of stuff happening in Africa, and then you can actually verify it. So those people, they're really getting help. You see here's some girls' school, and water, it's like the biggest asset actually before Bitcoin, which is needed for life, like, because without water there's no life, and water is life, and in Africa is a huge problem. So for example, look how many places and communities they helped here, like the entire sector they probably can drink. And remember guys, in Africa, for example, like the people, they don't have cars, they don't even have proper roads. So usually it's like this, that the woman and the families, they have to walk like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers with some canisters, with some dirty, like they pick up the dirty water, go back. It's very dangerous. Like a lot of stuff can happen. So now, since they
have in that region, men, do they have issues with cholera? I remember that's one of the reasons in most all the kind of places that don't have water, cholera is the issue, that all standing water is dangerous to drink, and so they are literally in need of people to implement these wells.
It's a huge problem. Yeah, they have problems. The water is not even clean, but that's why they put different type of devices. In some areas they put like a well, in other one they put maybe some kind of container, and it has some system inside with some bacteria where the dirty water comes in and the clean water comes out. It's really nice. I really like this water project. My favorite water charity is actually Charity Water. I will put it the next time, but this one, it's nice. And then also I liked to show you guys this beautiful charity here. This is the Make-A-Wish organization. So basically what's happening in this one is, so hope is essential for children with critical illnesses, and you can unlock its life-changing power today. Help make wishes come true. So what's happening is, people, they can refer childs, like if somebody is their father or their doctor or something, and once they refer the child, for example, who is eligible, children must meet the criteria, like if somebody who has a crazy illness or a big problem. And so what happens if those kids are chosen? Maybe they will be invited to maybe they will be invited to the Disneyland or some of those.
I've seen quite a few of these Make-A-Wish children. They get to meet celebrities and stuff, don't they?
No, it's like their last wish, right? It's like their last wish in a kind of way, but it's not always the last wish. I hope at least for most of the children it won't be, but it's exactly to bring hope to them in their most desperate time, to bring them happiness, because we all know that being, for example, like very sad or depressed can also very badly affect your in general your health. You're not only your mental health. Your mental health affects the health of your complete body. So it's exactly for this reason, to bring those children back to laughing and everything like that. So that's an amazing thing. I think as well. We only really selected charities that I can, or that we all can fully support. I think.
Mix, man.
Absolutely, and
children, we have water,
yeah.
Especially this one, just as you said, man, the unconscious mind is the body, then we have the subconscious mind, the conscious mind. It's all interconnected. So by fulfilling these last wishes for children, hopefully not last wishes, as you already said, you can improve already their state of mind, and the state of mind directly impacts also the state of their body. So you are not only severely making these people, these children more happy, you are increasing their chances of survival as well. And Mende, as you said beautifully, man, this water project, you just showed it. Some of these sub-projects of the water projects, $500 left. $6,000 left. We already collected like more than $300,000. We can make so many of these things happen already, and that's a beautiful thing.
I mean, Chris, we can both agree that already both of our schools, I think, and Didi, you can say if I'm mistaken here, but I think they're completely funded already now, right?
Yes, they are funded. Two schools are going to be built.
The schools are completely funded. And if you want, I can show you an update of the first school already, that you can see how much they already are building.
Yes, that would be amazing.
I have to go to bed, guys. So I'm gonna have to say bye.
Yes, okay.
And thanks for your donation, man.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Carl. Legendary.
Build the schools.
We'll go to bed as well with this woman.
Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Chris and Mo. I think a great job on organizing this. I remember.
Thank you.
I think Mo. I think like 6 months ago or something. I heard you talk about this charity live stream. I think something like this, and then I think it was a lot of talking, and then I think you and Chris have been organizing this. Very nice.
Finally happened.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. I'm very excited for that, and I think we can do it again in the future. I'm down.
100%.
I'm going very up early tomorrow to the gym, so I have to go to bed, guys. But have a great live stream, and see you in the next one, maybe.
Yes, thank you so much, Carl, again for the donation. Very, very amazing. Thanks also for your opinions on this, and have a very, very good night's sleep.
Good night, man.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl. So just last word to this Make-A-Wish charity here. So basically, in the USA, every 34 minutes, a wish gets granted for one of those kids. And it all started back in the day with this Christopher Gracious. He was like 7-year-old fighting leukemia. And then he wanted to become like a police officer. This was his wish. And because of him, the inspiration came to make this Make-A-Wish Foundation or charity or whatever exactly this is. And because of that, millions of kids got wishes granted. Maybe they became stronger, maybe they had a happy experience, and probably they fighted their problem more better, or at least they were happy. And this is just beautiful. All right, so let me see another one where I can talk in the next roundabout.
Remember, everyone,
before we move on, someone in the comments has asked
me back.
Just quickly remember, everyone, we have no maximum. So the schools are funded, but so every single one of your donation, a part of that is going to the schools, and we are even distributing the rest also, of course, towards these other highly selected things. So even if we are collecting 1 million, we are at 1/3 of 1 million already. Then still, single thing is going to these highly selected, very well selected charities. So there is no maximum. Sure.
Also, I want to show again, and Chris, everybody that is live right now, maybe you can just show in your live stream right now. Matthias, you're still also sharing your stream.
$800 away from crossing into 100,000.
Exactly. I just want that everybody that is that is live right now, it would be amazing to just go down into your description below the live stream to just show the people again exactly where they can find the addresses, guys. If you see the live stream, you just scroll down, go to the description, you find the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the USD Tether address. To all those addresses, you can donate any amount of Bitcoin, any amount of Ethereum, and any amount of USD Tether. And also below that, you find the check the Bitcoin balance and check the Ethereum USDT balance. If you look at those addresses, you exactly see how much was donated in total. So we just make sure that this is completely visible on chain, so everybody sees. If we remove the smallest bit of money, exactly at the moment we remove it, Chris and I will instantly bring receipts to you on Twitter, on Telegram, in our videos, maybe in another live stream. We instantly show receipts that everybody knows, okay, this exact amount that was withdrawn from this wallet went to charity A, to charity B, to the Tulum school, and so on and so on. So if you want to donate, I just want to remind everybody, you find the addresses right there in the description, and you also find how much was donated in total. And right below that even, you find our NFTs. And Chris, I think you already showed them so many times. Maybe you can share your screen and show them again. That would be very amazing, and also explain again what those charities, what those NFTs are about, and how this will be contributing to the charity.
Exactly. I think everyone streaming here in the specific descriptions, you have the Bitcoin addresses, the Ethereum, the US dollar Tether one, and on top of that, of course, you can take part here of buying these beautiful NFTs, which are existing only one specific time. If you buy it, you are the owner, the verifiable owner of the specific NFT on the Ethereum blockchain. I think my NFT already got sold probably, because the bid is still $4,250. So congratulations to whoever bought that. I think after 20 minutes, if you try to make a bid, maybe it's still possible. If not, congratulations to the buyer. And maybe you're going to sell it for more later on, who knows. Try your luck with one of these other NFTs if they are still for sale here. The Da Vinci one already crazy, more than $3,000 for that one, or like approximately nearly $3,000 for that one already. Then of course, most one also in the 4 digits already. Also Cars one, people are bidding on that already, also in the 4 digits. And then basically on every single one of them already bid. This is actually a hidden gem one. If you can still bid on that one, the Bitcoin Lambo by René Turek, this guy was doing like, he was in TV, he was doing very famous, what was it, Mo? Like in one of the movies, he was painting something. What was it again?
He painted the Transformers truck, the Optimus Prime truck for the movie.
He painted this. It exists one time only for this specific live stream, and there's only, I mean, it's already great, like $800 bid on that already, $800. So if you bid like $850 and no one else bids higher than you can have this from this famous artist. Actually, he is going to visit us soon in Dubai, and we are going to update you about what that is about. But go down below to the Rarible link, make sure you click on it, and you take part on that if it's not already too late. And if your favorite piece is sold, still we have the donation addresses down below, so make sure to take advantage of that before it is too late.
Exactly. Very nice. So everybody knows now how to donate. Like I said, if you made some profits in this bull run, we would more than appreciate it if you support this cause. I mean, in total, we now are at over $300,000, which is completely amazing. And yeah, we will just keep on raising for sure for a little more while. Should we go back in to the charts, maybe the shorter time frame? We talked a lot in this live stream about the bigger time frames, about the yearly chart, even about the 3-month chart. I think we all very rarely talk about those very big time frames, although they are very interesting. But should we also go maybe into the smaller time frames for quite some time? I think that would be interesting for the people that are watching right now as well, what we are expecting maybe till tomorrow or something like that.
Before we go, I have to into the charts. I have to say I have to get going, because, like, you know what, I've been working since because my time frame for Chile is like at 5, starts at 5, and I have to. And I didn't have a chance to eat, so I'm starving.
Get off, go on.
I'm so
get
starving.
Get going.
Not funny. I actually ordered food whilst I was on the on the live stream, and everybody heard me on my side ordering
People were sending it in my chat. I thought it was a joke. Somebody said like, Da Vinci just ordered a hamburger and French fries. I was like, I have no idea if this is just a joke or whatever. But yeah, then
Yeah,
it was actually true.
It's true. I did. I ordered a beer and a Pepsi, and like everybody's asking, "Are you gonna drink the beer and the Pepsi together? How's that gonna work?" I hadn't decided if I want to have beer before I go to bed or just gonna have a Pepsi. So I'm gonna decide when it gets here. That's what I'm gonna do.
Very good, very good.
All right.
Spontaneous.
Well, anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of the stream, and I will be transferring that donations as soon as I get and find my hardware.
Very kind of you. Very kind.
Thanks, Da Vinci, man. I appreciate it. Thanks
We
for the
really
donation.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You did so many good things to the Bitcoin community since 2011. People were laughing at you, man, when you were shilling Bitcoin at $1. People are not laughing anymore. You are true OG. Thank you for joining today, man.
Yes, that's true. Thank you very much. All right.
Now it's
We'll
you
see
laughing.
All right. Take it easy, guys. All right.
Take it
Remember,
easy, bro.
everyone, play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked. That's the name of the game.
Amazing. Have a very nice evening.
Thank you, man.
$400 away from 100,000 of Ethereum on the Ethereum address. Just
Yes,
400.
Come on, guys. Let's reach the 400.
Mo, before we go into the charts, maybe I can just share shortly the school, the progress,
Yes,
and people
yes.
will maybe even share a little bit more even. You know?
Go for
You
it.
never
Go
know.
for it. Go for it. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do it. This one, quick. Do you see my screen already?
Now.
Yeah,
Oh, it's an amazing picture of you right now on the
Oh
screen.
shit! Wait, look. This is the school. How it?
No,
when you were there-
It's. I think
You.
it's stuck. It's just like you, like this.
When you were there, guys, this was a school, a small building.
Wait. We
And now
still
we're
don't.
going to
In the
But it's
background.
only your face.
It's only your face.
still.
Yes, I think
Yes.
you have to restart.
Just stop sharing and then
Yeah.
share again.
Yeah.
No problem, man.
Now they were looking at my ugly face. That's also a problem, huh?
It was a very nice picture of you. It was a very nice picture of you.
It was like a selfie for the thumbnail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you see it now.
Yes. Now we
Yes.
see it.
Beautiful. So if you look a little bit back in this video, I can just share it. The small square on top, this is what you guys saw, the shed.
Yeah.
And now the plan is we are building the roof, the wall, and then inside everything is recycling plastic. They're going to make a colorful wall and trees. This is the shed you were showing at that point. But now you can see the whole wall is already built.
Wow.
And you can see the backside. This is the seaweed they are going to use to build the walls. They are collecting seaweed from the beach because they have a lot of problems with Tulum.
Yeah.
With the seaweed, they
Yes.
use that. And they mingle this with some bottles of clay that they are testing at the moment. And then the mix of these stuff will be building walls as well. So this huge wall is built. Now they are building the toilet. You can see on the back, you can see already the kids already have fun. We are going to build a pool, a garden, a football field, a basketball field. It's all going to build in the next couple of months. They are really,
Wonderful.
they are stepping on it. They are really, look, and the kids, it's just amazing. They are getting already these capoeira lessons, all. It's like 50 kids already daily based, enjoying the time there. This is one of the tables that just arrived when I was there. It's all craftsmen building it with the hand. It's really beautiful to see. The kids are all really excited. They are, they are even looking at the tables like, how is it built? What are they doing? It's like, yeah, it's just amazing to see the kids and how the progress is already. It's beautiful.
And like, guys,
so
just remember, you already funded this whole project, this complete school, the complete building site that Didi just showed you guys. A small portion of what we raised today already funds this complete school already is funded just by you guys. So that's very amazing. And also, Didi, thank you very much for just showing us. It was very, very interesting. So like, guys,
Wonderful.
please continue donating. It's very, very amazing. We have a lot of charities to give to. There's no limits. So yes.
Oh, $300 now. Come on. I would donate, but I'd like the audience to take it over the line. Go on.
So what kind of donation do we expect from you, Martini guy, as soon as we cross the line? That's the interesting part now.
Well, I've got
Without
I've got a
putting you on
nice
the spot now, but
I've got a nice position. I'll at least I'll donate the entire proceeds from a couple of trades that I've taken today, so about 20k.
oh wow,
Oh,
wow, okay, wow, that's amazing.
nice man.
Wow, thank you very much, guys. Just look, the Martini guy also just donated another $20,000. If this is not inspiring you to also do your part in this, I don't know what will. I have no idea, really. Thank you very much for saying that.
And
So,
you
guys,
know what, guys? I think we are above 300. Can we reach 500,000? This is 500,000 euros shredded. I didn't shred it. I respect money, even if it's fiat currency. It was a German museum doing that. So, of course, someone, a friend of mine in Osnabrück, he was buying it, giving it to me. Big thanks to you. But what I want to tell you is this is 500,000 euros shredded. It's worthless. But if it wouldn't be shredded, if it would be like stacked up in 500 euro bills, it would still be basically worthless in a few years. So, this is basically the takeaway of being in crypto. Fiat is worthless. What's not worthless? If you are donating today, we are going to redistribute to these organizations much sooner than later, and they are immediately buying that or like putting that into these good causes before inflation hits the fan. And this is the amazing thing about this live stream. We already have way more than 300, probably 330, 350k, including the rarible things, including that Martini guy's new donation here.
Yeah.
And I think we can reach the 500k here today. If everyone watching maybe takes a $10, takes a $50 or whatever, if you are rich, take $1,000, 10k, whatever, even if it's $1, put it into these addresses, buy one of these NFTs, donate Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and
yeah, the NFTs I just tried actually to sign a transaction for smaller bits, so I don't actually get the NFT, but it's not possible. So I think my NFT got sold. I'm not quite sure how it is with yours. You can still try, but for me it was not possible anymore to get at least mine. That is gone for $1,000 now, so another $1,000 that we can put in the pool for the donations. Very nice.
Gents, just to jump in, I think I'm the only one who hasn't said anything about this yet.
Yeah.
Can you all hear me? Okay, yeah. So having moved to Dubai now, my corporate tax and everything has dropped from astronomical levels to zero. So I've been looking for somewhere to put a little bit of that where I know the government won't piss it away. And this is definitely the big in for me because it is all in crypto. So I'll also be making a contribution after the stream, probably around 10 to 20k US as well.
Very nice, Fourth Flies, and there we go. Now we're talking numbers here. Very nice.
Yes.
So now we're almost
Massive
at 400k already. Come on, guys.
Well, I mean, if Bitcoin is to pass $62,000, my trade will
100k is
enter
reached.
If oh, that's amazing. Is that if it breaks that $62,000 level though, I'll donate something proper serious because I have a big one open at the moment, and I'll donate half of whatever it fetches.
Very nice.
So
It's
come
so
on,
beautiful
Bitcoin.
to see, man. It's really amazing to see Mo. You know, we as a Bitcoin family, we already donated 10k to the school, in total 30k. At the same time, we also opened a trust fund, and this trust fund is $30,000 US at the moment. It's growing daily because the proceeds of our trades are going in there. And this trust funds, we are going to use those for micro loans all over the world to people. And I need to say this as well. We did buy a house yesterday in Venezuela for 20 homeless kids. So kids without parents and a home. We bought a house in Venezuela in a small town there that is going to be fixed now for the kids. So that was our contribution already to this. So I'm not going to add another 50k or 100k. I donated already since the bear market. A lot of Bitcoin, sadly. And that
you already did a lot of stuff.
Thanks,
let alone
man,
the Tulum school. I mean, you all kicked this off in a kind of way, and we somehow all find together. I wanted to do this charity live stream. Then Chris also wanted to do one. Then we met you in Tulum. Then everybody just now came together, and we already probably with the donations we had for the stream for the same causes, we are probably almost at a $500,000 now in total donations, which is very, very amazing. Thank you again to everyone.
Man. Thanks, Diddy. Also, once again, big shout out
Yes.
to you for managing everything over there. That's completely amazing. And yeah, I truly appreciate your help over there as well, because all the money is good, but well, something has to happen with it. Someone has to manage it. Someone has to say, okay, we are building this wall here, we are doing that, and you are truly a very supportive force over there in Tulum for this school number 1. For school number 2, we have Manuel. Big shout out to Manuel as well, who is managing both of these things. You are truly a force for good, Manuel. Thank you so much for helping us with that. Manuel was also setting up these NFTs on Rarible, helping us minting them, sending them over to us. He is going to manage the funds, completely document everything. He is a big trusted person of ours, a beautiful person, and a father of very nice children over there, living there as a Bitcoin hippie in Tulum. So big shout out to him as well. Beautiful person.
And also we all know Ronnie. I just wanted to give him a small shout out. He just donated another Ethereum as well into the Ethereum pool. Yes. So
Ronnie, our Spanish influencer, great person as well. We met him over in Tulum. Big shout out to you, Ronnie. Thank you so much. Hope you can join next time. Great person. I had an interview over on his channel. Thanks, Mo.
Yes. Very, very nice.
So my friends, guys, I have a very special announcement also to make. Are you guys, you want to know what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
1 second. Let me pull the plug here. I have a special guest.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
And the special announcement is that Ivan sent 5 Ethereums to the donation.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, man. Nice, man.
That's more than 10K.
Yes, that's amazing.
Thanks, man.
Wow, thank you very, very much. Wow, now the donations are coming in like crazy, just by friends, by everyone just coming together. It's so amazing how many people now already joined. It's so great to see.
Thanks,
so thank you
Hey,
very
guys,
much for this random surprise, but it's amazing. Thank you very much, man.
Hey,
The
it's
stage
good.
is yours, Evan.
No, it's good to see you guys. Listen, I want to give glory to God for any of our successes all, because we have to realize that all of us here, we started somewhere with a small dream, where we maybe, said, hey, one day we can make it. None of us, I think, were born in the rich families. I was actually born in the poorest country of Central Asia. My dad was Germany, and we escaped from war and persecution. And I remember one day when my dad was running out to get clean water for us, and outside you have tanks, you have people who are getting killed, and we were praying at home that he would come back and alive to bring water. When you were talking about water, is we only can value something in our lives when we maybe never had it or experience. The value of something is something, when you experience what it takes to not have it, and all of a sudden you become it, you cherish that moment. And actually, I was here not far away from Matthias, and I was watching you guys, and I was so inspired by what you do. And I said, you know what, I'll stop by quickly, and I wanted to do a contribution. And I hate normally to share when we do good things, it's better when we do them and quietly, right, normally. But today is a moment where we want to share it, not to show off, not to say I can do it, but to just inspire other people to see a way that the 2 things that truly matter, that bring love, life, and happiness to us and fulfillment, is growth and contribution. And I think if I can say from the side, I've been watching many of you guys grow and creating the success that you create right now. And I think the true happiness and joy for us now, when we say, hey, we've accomplished some of our goals, not all of them, is that we can give. And I one of my mentors, John Maxwell, he said something that always stuck in my heart. And I want to share this with you guys, but also with the people. He said, in the beginning, I started out just wanting to make money, and then I realized after I started making money, it's not fun to make money without making a difference, So he's like, I started making money and making a difference. And then I realized that making a difference is okay, but it's not as powerful as making a difference with people that make a difference. So he's like, I found other people that were excited and wanting to make a difference, and we started together make a difference. And then we together realized that making a difference in areas that make a difference is much more important than just make a difference in all over the place. So he's like, we got selective of really high impact areas. We started making a difference. And then he's like, I realized that that wasn't enough. So he's like, we decided that what matters also the time when we make a difference. And so, and at the end of the day, you know, we started making a difference with people that make a difference in areas that make truly a difference in the world. And at the time that it was so important to make those differences. And and I think one more level maybe is when you make a difference in a way that you can inspire other people to wanting to do that, you know, because again, none of us, we started there, right? Sometimes maybe a small contribution of $10 was for us everything we could give. You know, just because we can, you know, give today a little bit more doesn't mean that we're cooler than somebody else that maybe can contribute from his heart only $1, you know, or maybe something very little, but they do it with a heart. He do it, that dollar might mean to him much more than 5 Ethereum to someone or 10 Ethereum to someone else, you know. And if I can just share one thing is that what we do today matters in lives that wake up one day and say, man, I have something, you know, that I didn't have. And maybe for us it's $10, but for somebody it's everything they have, right? And so I wanted to say to all of you here, Chris, and all of the team here, that gang that's organizing, you guys inspire me. And I look forward together for us to make that difference at the highest level when it matters. And the world right now, like never before, is really requires people that can look back and say, hey, you know what, we can make a difference. So, and I just want to say I love you. I appreciate you. And it's a gift for me to consider you guys as friends. And I can wait to a lifetime of changes and impact that we will build and make together. I believe that. So much love to you all. And thank you everyone that also supported and it makes magic in the world, because we are making magic in other people's lives. And that's the biggest joy that we can ever receive.
Thank you very much. Thank you again for this donation. Thank you very much for this speech. I hope some of you got inspired by that to join us on this very nice journey. Or even if you're what he just also said is when you're not able to give maybe today a lot, at some point you will be probably in your life if you want to, and then you maybe think back to this live stream, got inspired by it, and then do the same. So that's very, very amazing and true.
Can I just say I have to dip out now because my girlfriend's going to go mental if I stay on any longer. So I'm sorry, guys. I will send you, Chris, the money afterwards. And yeah, have a lovely evening, everyone. And thank you everyone for participating.
Thank you very much. Thank you again for the contribution. And yes.
Thanks for your contribution. Yes.
Have a nice evening.
Have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye. That Martini guy, you can find him over on YouTube. And Evan Klassen, thank you also so much, man. You are a beautiful soul. I mean, every single one of us, when we are going on the street, we have to realize that every person next to you, it's a soul which is eternal, and we are all brothers. We are all children of Mother Earth. And like, it doesn't matter what skin color you have, and some of us are more fortunate than not. And I think this whole crypto thing, like Robin Hood, taking it from the bad guys and then redistributing it, is a beautiful thing. So thanks for joining us, Evan. Thanks for donating. And I'm just very pumped. I think we are probably close to 400K now, and that's just amazing. Like nearly $500,000 already.
Really wonderful.
Yeah, very great,
Wonder
very great.
perfect.
So, what else should we talk about, man? I mean, Bitcoin just opened a new 4-hourly candle here.
I was
It's
about
green
to
so far.
say yes. I was about to say let's look at the smaller time frames and also at Ethereum. I mean, Bitcoin I think is had a small bull flag now that we just broke out of on the 15-minute chart. I mean, we still didn't reach the target of the big W we had today, so there's still a little bit of upside in my opinion. So that's for Bitcoin. Forflies, what do you have on your Ethereum chart right now? Because you just mentioned it. Would be nice, just share it. And we will take a look together at Ethereum right now because it's doing amazing things in the last couple of days.
Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Perfect. So two things for the Ethereum chart. I'd like to take a look at the Ethereum USD chart and then Ethereum against Bitcoin. Let's actually start with the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, because for a while I've been looking at Ethereum hopefully gaining strength against Bitcoin. It made a very good rally at the beginning of this massive bull market, when Bitcoin was just breaking above 20K. Then Ethereum lost a lot of traction against Bitcoin, and it's now regained a lot of it. And if we zoom in to what we're seeing right here, potentially a little bit more onto the 1 hour, we've seen a series of small continuation patterns that have sent Ethereum higher. And right now we're inside of the biggest continuation pattern that we've seen so far.
An ascending
So for those
triangle, wow.
ascending
A little
triangle,
bit.
yeah, there you go, perfect.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it almost doesn't even matter what label you give them, but at the end of the day, for anyone who doesn't know, a continuation pattern is where the trend is moving up and then it somehow pauses, whether it's trading sideways, trading down, sometimes even trading up, but slowly it's continuing the trend. I mean, it's what happens when the trend continues. So we're in another one right now. They do typically kind of alternate between, you know, you'll get a couple really quick ones, then you'll get a long one, then you'll get a couple really quick ones. So I'm looking at this, you know, really just when the next, you know, big kind of move comes in the market, I would expect that Ethereum can really start to gain a lot more traction against Bitcoin. It's already in that state. And, you know, the thing to understand with this chart with Ethereum against Bitcoin is that there's a lot of excitement that that can get behind Ethereum, you know, a lot faster than Bitcoin, simply because it's a smaller asset. You know, Ethereum is at like $250 billion market cap. Bitcoin something like 1 trillion, right? So Ethereum's, you know, Bitcoin's 4 times bigger than Ethereum, which means that Ethereum can move in much more extreme ways. It can gain traction in much more violent ways. It certainly crashes much harder than Bitcoin as well. But when things are good, when the sun is shining, it's shining very bright on Ethereum. So we've already seen Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. And just to put this into perspective, since just March of this year, Ethereum has just, I mean, literally 2 weeks we're going back, Ethereum's been performing 22% better than Bitcoin. So
can I ask you something?
Exactly.
yeah.
Was
we're
Ethereum
breaking.
not like, was Ethereum against Bitcoin at 0.13 Bitcoin in the 2070 bull run? So shouldn't Ethereum be like back at that level again, 0.13 Bitcoin?
You know, I honestly think it can get there. Yeah,
We're
Ethereum
breaking
was
out
at
right
high
now.
five up. Ethereum, we're breaking out.
Out of Ethereum
Usually we say that we're not.
Bitcoin
Okay.
chart, yeah, on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And it's,
Yeah.
ooh.
I mean, Ethereum reached quite impressive highs, and you know, if any other chart that looks like this, I'd say it's a shitcoin. I mean, it looks like XRP or Bcash or something. I would laugh at it and not even take it seriously. But the thing with Ethereum is it's held US dollar valuations pretty well because it's at an all-time high right now, and you know, we're comparing, you know, Ethereum to the big king, you know, which is Bitcoin. But I certainly think that it has the potential to rise. I mean, you know, literally to become thousands of dollars in terms of, it already is at 2,000, 5K, even 10K. These are crazy predictions that, you know, my viewers know that I never really engage in, but I do believe them with Ethereum. So we head over to the Ethereum chart, and, you know, the good thing with Ethereum right now is it's just flirting with the all-time high that it set a couple of days ago. And I think that if it is able to rise above that all-time high, it can turn into, you know, an easy, you know, $500-600 pump. I mean, you know, we can measure, you know, the height of this and extrapolate that higher. That's easily, you know, up to 2.4K for Ethereum. It's got all the momentum behind it. And, you know, the reason I wanted to look at this alongside Bitcoin is, you know, everyone's got their eyes on Bitcoin, but what I'm really looking for as a trader is seeing where I can apply the same, this is what we talked about, Mo, in person. I can apply the same analysis to 2 different markets, and the second market might perform better than the first. And we're seeing that with Ethereum right here. So Ethereum's broken out once before Bitcoin right here, and I'm expecting it to break out before Bitcoin again, potentially right now. It doesn't really matter when it happens, but I certainly think it will happen eventually. And I'd be looking at a big blue sky breakout there.
Very nice.
I mean, it reminds me on the time just a few months ago where Ethereum was a leading indicator, breaking resistance before Bitcoin was doing it. So it was very easy. You saw Ethereum breaking the all-time high, breaking resistance. You could just put in a trade like back in the days on Bitcoin and easily make profits because Bitcoin was basically following Ethereum, not in terms of like price movements, but in terms of breaking resistance before Ethereum was doing it. Then for a long time in the last few weeks, it was not the case. But now we saw like the first signs of that repeating a few days ago. And now I think every single time when Ethereum is breaking resistance, breaking its pattern, or breaking, for example, volume resistance or whatever, Bitcoin is doing that afterwards. So let me quickly see here. We are basically like 1% below the all-time high with Ethereum.
Crazily
And,
close.
Yeah, if Ethereum just pumps another 2%, we will break the all-time high. And, well, who knows? Who knows?
Which is
Maybe
nothing.
Bitcoin is going to
That's a
follow in the
fork.
next few days.
I mean, that just means going up by $40. I mean, that's a fluctuation, you know, and the thing is, this all-time high is very fresh. You know, we only said it 3 days ago. So I think the likelihood of us breaking it now is so high. You know, when all-time highs are very recent, we typically tend to, you know, break them a lot easier. And for that reason, I mean, you know, we've already tested it once here. You know, you ask yourself, is there any reason to expect resistance at this completely random $2,150 level? You know, we broke 2,000. There's not much psychological resistance right here. We've already tested it once. You know, I'd ask myself, how strong is this resistance level to begin with, and then how many tests can it withstand? You know, I don't think it's strong to begin with, and each test, they usually usually tend to get weaker. So
and the Ethereum Bitcoin charts also plays into right?
Yeah, and I mean, we just broke out of a pattern. I mean, many of us are pattern traders. So the Ethereum broke out of the W pattern. It went down, confirmed the neckline as new support, which was previously resistance, and went above the previous rejection point. So, of course, this is not 100% probability. Thanks for pointing that out here. But at least the likelihood now significantly increased of us actually reaching this price target of Ethereum. I don't have it in mind. Let me quickly see on my chart here what the price target was of that breakout. We're just talking at the small Ethereum breakout. The technical target of that would be $2,200. So that would be a new all-time high, and that could be certainly something to celebrate.
You know, and just to carry on from there, it's sometimes useful to look for all the possible signs that might contribute to this. And one of them is, like you said, Chris, this kind of W pattern. We formed the top right here, and we managed to pump above it just, what was this, earlier today or yesterday now in Dubai. We then came down to retest this same level and found support at an area that used to be resistance. And this is one of the textbook examples of a very, very healthy trend. So we're getting all the signs that a massive pump is ready to come. It doesn't mean it will come, but it means that we have the signs to get them. And this, you know, for anyone who's studied even a little bit of TA, they'll know very quickly that this is one of the big signs that, you know, there are certain signs in the market that, in my opinion, are more important than others. And this one's one of the best. So, you know, we're getting it on small time frames. We're getting it on large time frames as well. If we zoom out a little bit more, we can see that we've tested this previous all-time high that we set in February. We tested it twice with this W pattern on the daily chart, you know. So we're getting it on small time frames, getting it on large time frames. You've got agreement historically and recently, which is again a very powerful place to be.
Amazing.
Very, very true. So just a quick question to all of you guys, since a couple people already left the stream. Are you guys ready to continue for a little bit longer, or what would be the time you guys would like to wrap this up in a kind of way? Just asking, like, in completely general. I'm open for everything, to be honest, but just want to get a general opinion also from the chat if they have like some very important questions that we should definitely talk about. I think it would be interesting to know what the chat would maybe like to see before maybe this comes to an end or anything like that, you know. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you have any charts, especially for Bitcoin or Ethereum, you want to see, please let us know in chat.
I'm also looking into the comment section. So if you have any wishes, guys, leave them down below. If you donated a nice amount, leave it there, share it with others. It's not about bragging, it's about inspiring other people, just as Evan already said. So make sure you leave your wishes down there when it comes to content here in this live stream, but also leave your donations down there. If you just made a $100 donation or whatever, leave it in the chat down below, and we would truly appreciate it. And maybe I'll give you a shout out if I'm seeing it.
Exactly.
So Mo, I would have to ask you, because we are talking about charts, and you know, the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, do you see this inverse head and shoulder pattern there as well? And do you think we will break out of that one and then retest the neckline and go up?
The very, very big one.
Yeah, the huge one.
Yeah, I mean, wait, let me share my chart as well. I don't have it in my screen at the moment, but we can just put it in real quick. So the interesting thing, or what you are talking about, is probably this big inverse head and shoulders in a kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, which is not 100% perfect thing since this shoulder is a little bit smaller, but it's fine in a bullish continuation. It's not a problem, and it looks pretty similar since we have a W here and we have a W here, which is very, very nice. But me personally, and just say what your opinions are on that. In crypto, I'm not that big of a fan, for example, of a head and shoulders or an inverse head and shoulders. For example, I'm a way bigger fan of bull flags, of falling wedges and stuff like that, since in my experience at least, they have a bigger probability of working out and reaching their target. So with this specific pattern that I also mentioned in my video today, I will wait for a breakout above the neckline. Before, I won't speculate on that specific pattern, but maybe Chris, you have an opinion on that as well. How do you like these inverse head and shoulders or head and shoulders patterns, and do you trade them before the breakout? Because for me personally, it's a pattern I don't touch until we get the breakout above the neckline.
Yeah, exactly. I would not do that. And I'm personally, I don't really like to trade head and shoulders patterns, because statistically they are one of the worst performing patterns. Head and shoulders pattern and inverse head and shoulders pattern, this year being an inverse head and shoulders pattern. If you go to the pattern site by Bulkowski, you can see actually taking the performance taken out of a database of 900 patterns, and it's one of the worst performing assets. So this just means that the likelihood of you being caught up in a fake out by trading a break above the neckline is very high. So it is pretty risky, and that of course comes from it not reaching the price target. The price target of an inverse head and shoulders pattern is always a very high one, because you are basically pulling it from the bottom. Thanks for pointing that out here. From the bottom of the head all the way up to the neckline. So in this specific case, it would give us a price target of 69, 70,000 US dollars. Well, I personally think this time we're probably going to hit it. I'm just not very sure if it's gonna be in the first attempt. So this inverse head and shoulders pattern, I trade it more often not than I am, but, and maybe I'm going over to my chart quickly.
Yes,
I'm
for
sharing
sure.
the chart here.
I will stop sharing my chart at this point.
So let me quickly go over to my chart on Bitcoin, and I'm zooming out here. It's not the most beautiful one right now, but you could probably, if I'm taking, where is it? The arc here, and it's not a beautiful one. Certainly, it was more beautiful before. But if I'm just taking this head here and treating this as a cup, it's definitely not a beautiful cup, but cup and handle patterns are much more likely to break out, or like much more likely to fulfill the price target. And here maybe the time frame is not perfect, but if you treat this as a handle, which is definitely far from perfect, maybe if you're taking it like this here, it's more closer to being perfect. Then we broke out of this handle, but what really confirms this specific cup and handle breakout, if it is a cup and handle, would be also a break above the neckline. So this could maybe increase the chances of the inverse head and shoulders performing as well. And the price target is the exact same one. You also pull it all the way from the bottom here to the top, and you get the exact same price target like for the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Here, the only question whether this is legitimate or not is, I think the cup is legitimate. The question is this handle legitimate? We have a few touch points here, we have a few touch points there. So you could make the case that it is. We broke out, confirmed the breakout, but the real confirmation happens when we break above the neckline, and then the price target would be as well. Oops, the price target would be as well if I'm taking this over. Yeah, Mo, please.
And just because the cup and handle also, just to throw that in there, it doesn't have to be like a bull flag, or like in this case like a downtrend. It can also be another smaller cup, right? So this would maybe fit more the narrative that we have a cup and handle with a bigger cup and a smaller cup on the side, right? Just to throw that in there. But the breakout target and everything is exactly the same, so it doesn't really make a big difference.
Here you can see the second cup actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's a big cup, a small cup. This is also a handle. You can hold a cup in a handle like this or in a bull flag handle. Doesn't matter. As long as you can hold the cup, it's a cup and handle. And I think the place to look at is breaking the neckline. Just quickly for everyone before I'm giving the mic to someone else. Let's play it safe, and I would probably trade a 4-hourly close above the 60,000 level with volume confirmation and maybe another confirmation, because it's very strong resistance at the previous resistance, which is then confirming as new support. And then I think we can look out for this beautiful price target of 69,000. Let me quickly do one more thing. Where's the fib level? Let me pull out the fib level here. Wait a second. Oh Jesus, I'm just oh sorry, I don't want to
Man,
to
I don't find them as well. It takes me every time. For some reason, I take them out 100 times a day and I don't fucking find them.
So now there you go, and I'm pulling this fib extension level from the bottom here all the way to the previous high, and what a surprise, the most important fib extension level, which is the golden ratio, is in perfect alignment with the price target of the inverse head and shoulders pattern and with the price target of the cup and handle pattern, $69,000 give or take. And one more thing, guys, just to add to the confluence, from the bottom to the high, an AB equals CD move would approximately bring us to the exact same price target once again, $69,000. So give or take a break above the $60,000 level, we have 3 or even 4 areas of confluence, all pointing towards that price target. So if you are trading that breakout, I would certainly take profits below the price target, and it could be a very nice one, especially here also considering that it will be below the $70,000 psychological resistance. Stop sharing, but that was my take on the Bitcoin price now.
It would be very poetic if the price topped out, knowing it's crypto, if it topped out at 69,420. You know that you would see that all over Twitter, and everyone would try to sell off right there just for the memes. So I think that's something that could like, it's Bitcoin, it could genuinely happen. Just another point to throw in with these patterns that, you know, both I think most of us here will say that, you know, things like head and shoulders are not the most reliable. In a bull market, my take is that everything from the beginning, if it's neutral, is bullish. Everything that's bearish is potentially leaning towards neutral. Everything that is bullish is extremely bullish. You know, it's just to say that I'm seeing everything with green glasses, basically. And so, you know, in a normal market that's not really trending, or maybe it's in a bit of a bear market, I also wouldn't pay too much mind to an inverse head and shoulders. I'm with you guys there. But in such an aggressive bull market like this, even if the inverse head and shoulders is not perfect, if it's anywhere close to perfect, it's good enough in my opinion. And that's where I start to, you know, bend rules a little bit depending on how aggressive the market is. It'll let me give more bias to certain indicators.
Good point. Quick shout out to someone who just donated another $3,000 on the Bitcoin address. It's great to see that still donations are coming in.
Without us even
I don't
mentioning
even
it,
have to. Yeah, I don't even have to stress how important that is and how much these $3,000 will do. Like on the water project, there was one project they need only $500 more. That's like that's not even 20% of that one specific donation. We already have almost $400,000 accumulated all together here, and every single dollar helps, and especially those big amounts, they help a lot, but even the small amounts help. Just wanted to give a big shout out to this person here donating $3,000. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yes, exactly.
I think, guys, we just reached a $2 trillion market cap.
Yeah,
we did.
Oh, really?
And another person 3 minutes ago was donating 1 Ethereum. So that's crazy. Someone with the address 0x3f1 beginning. Big shout out to you, 1 Ethereum. Thank you so much for that. It is not going unnoticed, as you see.
Man, this is really people that are donating right now. They're completely donating anonymously, so you exactly know what kind of people are donating right now. It's really people that care about the cause, and that's amazing to see. That even if, because that was one of my fears, that I see all those charity events, and most of the time it's like people donating like to get a message read out or to play a video in the live stream, and for us it's just like completely anonymously. So the people that are donating are really just having a good heart and donating for the right reason and for a good cause, and that's just amazing to see that we almost now in total, for sure, with the help of all the people and the kind people that also joined the call and donated today, and support this in general, we almost reached now, we probably are above $400,000 or almost now at $400,000, which is an insane amount. This is like not an amount that you hear every day that gets donated to charity, especially not by a small community like crypto, right?
And
exactly. And as I said in the beginning, living is giving, and if you give without expecting something in return, and certainly everyone here donating anonymously with crypto is not expecting anything in return, and I can tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, not only thank you, but I am 100% certain that the universe will treat you very well for that. Good things will happen to you, man. I really appreciate every single one, every single donation, even the smallest ones.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Also want to point out that I don't think one of the ones down here has gotten enough love, WikiLeaks. This is one of the ones that really excited me because it doesn't get enough attention in charity events, things like this. But I shouldn't be the one to talk about it because I don't know enough about them, although I do know that they're fighting for a very important cause. And for anyone who didn't know they're on the list, that for me would be what pushes me over the edge. Now you know WikiLeaks is on the list of donations as well.
Yeah, I think with
Exactly. We
crypto,
put them in for a very good reason.
Yeah.
We want to support human capital. We want to support children, water, but also education. And WikiLeaks is definitely doing their big part in terms of education and informing people.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to pick up my family. They're waiting on a restaurant, but I say thank you for inspiring me, and I'm sure many other people. Again, you know, the greatest gift I feel that we can do is collectively to make people aware that really what you said, like true fulfillment comes from given, not taken. And I appreciate you all. Thank you for all staying up and doing this. I love you, and I can't wait to hang out all together.
thank you very much, man. Thanks again for the donation and the nice speech. Have a very amazing evening.
Yeah, see you soon, guys.
See you soon,
Ciao,
guys.
ciao.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, much love.
Amazing.
Very nice.
This was so far an amazing live stream. I really thought that I would get tired after maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours. It's 3 hours now, and I'm still feeling like we just started because every time I just refresh this page, right? New donations are coming in, and it just motivates to just keep going. And for some reason, I'm just motivated to just keep going. But I think at some point we will have to put an end to this. I mean, we always can do this again, I think. And so I'm not quite sure. What do you guys think? How long do you guys want to stay up? Because me personally, for the German viewers of my channel, it's already 1 a.m. in the morning in Dubai. So I'm slowly actually getting a little bit tired. So I just wanted to ask, I will stay up if somebody here says I will continue with the stream for another hour, I will stay here. Just wanted to ask you guys how you guys are feeling. And yeah,
I have an idea because I really want to reach this 500K here.
You want to reach
is
it,
there
right?
any way how someone can maybe sign a transaction? If one person, for example, can like sign a transaction and add a message to and donates 1 Bitcoin and adds a message with his Telegram handle, or so I can text him and we can make a call, a Q&A or whatever. If you feel like you want to donate a lot, want to get something back, if there's any way you guys maybe are aware, or some people can drop it in the comment section, how someone can donate maybe a bigger amount, I'm very happy to give back and maybe jump on a call, or if you're in Dubai, to meet up and have a coffee and answer your questions as well. Maybe that can incentivize people to also drop a bigger thing into that.
It's true. Let's really. That's why I'm actually asking, because I really want to reach this $500 million as well. That would be such a nice amount to have raised in this live stream alone. So
How far are we from $500,000?
I think around, I mean, I'm actually right now thinking about just donating again. So maybe, Chris, we can also maybe match every big donation that comes in from now on, or something like that. Maybe Chris, what do you think? Should we match, because now we're at like 400K, so there's 100K missing. Should we make it a bit easier and match the next 50K that come in? So we each throw in another $25,000.
I'm in.
Okay, perfect. So guys, every donation that comes now in, we will match it till $50,000 again. So Chris and I, and maybe if somebody else wants to join, we will match every single donation from now on till we reach the 500K. So there's just another $50,000 missing. Chris and I will each match it half. So we will match another $50,000. Let's go. And now I'm not sure, man. If there's like people, I know there's people in my community, maybe they're not watching right now, that made amazing profits this bull run.
Yeah.
So Guys,
Yeah.
if you donate 1,000, it already turns into 2,000. If you donate 5,000, it turns into 10,000. If you donate 10,000, it turns into 20,000. Because till we reach 500K, Chris and I will match every single donation because we want to reach this goal of 500,000 within this live stream.
Exactly. Everything what comes in from this point of time,
Yeah.
it's we will check it on the timestamp, like 53 minutes after midnight Dubai time. We will match it right now until we reach 50,000 from this timestamp. We will put another 50K on top, 25K each here.
Yes.
So come on, guys. Let's go.
You find the donation addresses in the video description, guys. If you want to support this cause, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USD Tether address, just go there. Like I said, it's we don't want to pressure anyone into doing it. A little bit we want to, but would be amazing. Just thank you for all the support. You support this cause by just watching the live stream actually right now, and maybe you have a couple of friends that maybe made some nice gains or something like that, so we can
And
reach
also let's
this
have it
$500,000.
as a time thing, because otherwise we don't know until what point of time. Let's say like the people have time until I don't know, 20 minutes to donate. That should be easy, right? 20 minutes, guys, to match this, to put in a 50K. However,
Yeah.
like if it's like 5,000 people, it's $10 each. If it's 1,000 people,
Yeah, we should
it's,
definitely be able to do it,
$50
guys.
each.
We should definitely
Yeah.
be able to do it.
1,000 people, $50 each. Mo and me, we will match it to another 50K, and we have
Yeah.
$500,000.
Just keep in mind, guys, we're most of us are in a very fortunate position right now, just by being born in a country that has like running water that is coming out of the tap. Just by this small little thing, we're actually very blessed to be born in a country like that, and that is not maybe for everybody watching here, but for most people of us, that's the case. So if you have $10, $20, whatever amount it is, it will very, very much help out this cause. So maybe we can make it happen.
Yeah, the clock is ticking already.
Yes,
20
let's go.
minutes left. Come on, guys, let's go. There are the links, the donation addresses actually down below. You can just copy past it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, US dollar Tether, and well, if it's $10, it turns into 20, as he said. 50 turns into 100, and $50, 5 tables for children turn into 10 tables for children, right?
Exactly, because like with $10, this way maybe like the amount that you will spend on 2 Starbucks coffees today and tomorrow, this will be the amount that another children in one of our Tulum schools, for example, will have another table, will study on this table. Probably many children will study on this table for a couple of years, and maybe even for a couple of decades, you never know. And the value that is created by that alone is much more than probably most of us can even imagine, even if there's maybe only a few childs that change their whole future around with this opportunity. So yeah, we would really appreciate if we try to reach this goal of $500,000. I'm pretty sure we can do it.
Perfect. So what I wanted to actually say is, let me share the screen. I want to push a little
Yes.
bit more content, and the reason
Let's
why
go.
I am so insanely bullish on Bitcoin right now, I want to put it as easy as possible, as easy to understand as possible. And something I was talking about in April 2020, I said things are changing. When I saw that the Federal Reserve, let me quickly go to OBS so the people in my stream can see my face, that the Federal Reserve released, not the Federal Reserve, in the US, they released a law that retail banks has to remain only 0% reserves in their bank. So for example, you go to the bank, you deposit $1,000. That meant before, well, maybe they have to retain 5% or 10% as a reserve, and they can only lend the remainder to people. But now this fractional reserve system turned into a no reserve system. So this actually means that they can create infinite amounts of money by lending out all the money you deposit. It gets paid back. They can lend out the whole amount again. So for example, if there's a 10% reserve requirement, you put in $1,000 onto your bank, it can only 10 times the money supply M3 and M2. But if there's a 0% reserve, it can infinitely times this amount of money. And actually, inflates the circulating supply of money in circulation even more. So this is what happened here in this chart. You can see we had 15 trillion US dollars in circulation, and then we always say another day, another trillion. Now it's a 20 trillion US dollars. So this is like a 33% inflation rate since March 2020. So usually what should happen is the prices should increase significantly. The only reason why this hyperinflation, which I'm expecting, is not happening yet, is something I wanted to show to you here, is this specific chart. Everyone knows who follows me that I finished my economic studies. The only thing which I finished, I didn't like really school, I didn't like university, so I dropped out a few times, but I liked economics. So this here is a law of nature. You have the money supply on the demand side and the circulation, the velocity, that's why it's a V, the circulation per year. So the speed in which you spend your money. And then on the supply side, you have the price per unit, which is of course a measurement for the inflation, and the quantity produced. So what happened last year in March was that the quantity produced was inflated significantly. The money supply was inflated significantly. But why didn't the prices increase as significantly as the circulating supply? Because the velocity is very low. The speed in which this money is spent is very, very low. I can show it to you here as a proof on the Fred website. In the exact moment we had this pandemic actually hitting, people of course stopped spending their money because of these horrible lockdowns, right? So when the velocity goes down, while the inflation rate of the currency goes up, of course prices are not following yet. But guys, we are going to see, and I don't want to say the name with V.
Just rewind what you were
saying. Just 20 seconds.
Be careful with your stream, Chris.
Seconds.
Chris, it's possible that you have to restart your stream. Just take a look at OBS.
Continue from velocity. Velocity.
Everything working?
Yes.
Yeah, we should
just
be back
continue from the velocity part.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So what happened last year is that the quantity was, of course, the quantity of money produced was getting higher, and the money supply was also getting higher. So why didn't the prices increase as much as they should increase? Because the people are not spending their money due to the lockdowns. What is going to happen soon with all of these VEX, I don't want to say it, I think YouTube doesn't like it, or they put like disclaimers on the stream. Whenever this is coming out, the lockdowns are going to stop eventually. And when they stop, the money is already in circulation, the quantity is continuously going to be produced, since it's going to produce in the last 100 years. When the velocity increases, this is the moment the prices will actually increase as well. And this is when the inflation actually will start growing even faster than right now. This is when S will hit the fan, and I personally predict when the lockdowns are going to stop, we are not only going to see gold prices increase, silver prices increase, asset prices increase, also food prices will increase significantly because the velocity will be going higher. And people have to keep in mind that the wealth and prosperity of a nation is not determined by the currency printed, it's determined by the goods and services being produced and traded within that economy. And we will see massive inflation happening. And the only way for you to prevent yourself of being a victim of that inflation, let me quickly go back to the stream, is of course by holding something which is not inflatable, by holding something like Bitcoin. And this is why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin, because I already know what's going to happen. I predicted that already in April when I saw the law of the Federal Reserve coming, of the reserve requirements going to zero. I told you guys, this is going to happen. This will lead to a severe inflation for Bitcoin. You can go back. It was a 2-minute 30 video. And I was telling you guys, Bitcoin is probably going to go significantly higher from here. Bitcoin was at like $5,000 or so. People were laughing at me. People are not laughing anymore. And I can tell you it's not the end of the road yet, because they are not going to stop printing. And when people start actually spending their money, the velocity is going higher. This is when we are going to see the prices going higher, and then Bitcoin is going to go higher even more than it was already going higher, because, well, expected inflation is real inflation. And yeah, I just can't wait for it. Unfortunately, many people will not be the beneficiary of that, but you guys watching this, you will be fortunate enough to be one of the beneficiaries holding Bitcoin.
Exactly. That was a very, very interesting information that we all have to keep in mind. By the way, while you were talking, another few thousand, I think a few $1,000s came in the time you were talking. So we probably already have another 10K now, because Chris and I are matching everything at this point to another 50K till we reach our goal of $500,000. So that's very nice. Thank you for everybody that donated again.
Gents, I gotta head off.
12
I've
minutes
just seen
left,
it's 1
guys.
a.m. I'm gonna get going. Thank you all for the great stream. Can you all hear me? Am I muted?
No, we're here. We're listening. We're listening.
Oh, cool. My donation amount I'll fix after the stream, probably tomorrow morning now. So I'll hit you up. Actually, I don't need to message you. I'll just donate to the address.
Exactly.
Nice. How much was it again?
10 to 20. We'll see how I feel in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully you
And,
feel good. Hopefully we feel good.
Yeah, and like Tone, because I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, I'll be donating to the Bitcoin address. So just before I leave, anyone who did join from Tone Vase or my channel, please represent the smart thinkers a little bit more and use the Bitcoin address, because we look extremely weak right now. So let's make it a bit of a competition. I think that the Bitcoin guys can do a little bit better. We know we've made more money than the altcoin guys, so we can...
Hey, the Bitcoin guys are lagging a little bit behind, guys. What is going on?
A lot behind.
Man, yeah, a lot actually. Wow.
Guys, I have a small thing. My oldest daughter, Julie, she just came under from the pool, and she made a lot of money because I advised her in buying Bitcoins. She agreed to the... How much do you want to give? 1,000. Come into the screen. She said, tell it. She wants to give $1,000. She's 15 years old.
Yes. Wow.
Just say...
Hey.
So she bought in the beginning of the year, she bought some Bitcoins from all the savings she had, and you're giving 1,000? You're sure?
1,000. Yeah, sure.
She's giving 1,000. I'm going to send 1,000 now.
Guys,
Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very,
That's
very
really
much.
nice. Actually,
Wow,
I love you.
this should be inspirational, right? I mean, now even a 15-year-old just donated $1,000. This
is turning into 2,000, by the way.
Yeah, because we're matching it. So
Yes.
Mo, I mean,
wow.
you and I were all...
You have amazing kids, Didi.
Maybe donating. Everyone who's hesitating donating, think about that. This 15-year-old smart lady just came here and is donating $1,000.
Yeah.
If this is not giving you the last little kick here, maybe to
Didi, you have amazing kids, really. Wow.
Oh man, it makes me cry.
Flashed. Oh wow.
Yeah, man. You can be so proud of yourself.
That's you can be very proud.
Man.
Very,
Honestly,
very.
I will do the same. When I have children, I will educate them myself, and I will hope I get them as smart and beautiful as you did it, man. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Okay.
Great.
No, I think we're also roughly the same age here, aren't we? Among the very young crowd, probably younger than most viewers on the stream right now.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm a
even
little bit older.
younger. You're I think you're even a little bit younger than I am at right? You're what age? Did you turn 20 yet? No.
No, I'm not even 20 yet. No. So until the lady, I'm still 19. So
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all like this just showed again that age is just a number, right? This just confirmed it again. No matter the age, you can be as successful as anybody else and also do as much good as anybody else. So that was a very, very nice moment that we just had. It just not only was this a very, very generous donation, especially for the age. No, it also just showed again that age is really just a number. So whoever is watching right now and what age you are, no matter what age you are, this should definitely be a small inspiration that you can, no matter the age, you can try to reach any goal. But for sure, not for everybody it works, and not everybody has the same chances in life. That's always what we all should keep in the back of our minds, that most of us are very fortunate. But still, that was very, very nice.
I know that there's going to be a lot of people watching who also probably can't do even anything today, but they'll use it as motivation for
the future.
Years down the line.
Just by watching, they're helping us. Even if you don't donate, it's this is not a must. But just by watching this, just by sharing it, just by commenting, just by liking, that's already supporting the cause. And if you're that type of person that says, okay, hey, I really can't afford to donate right now, but I will stick around and support the cause that way, it's a guarantee that when you will be successful, and I wish all of you the best, and I think especially those people will be at some point, that they will do good as well. So that's very nice.
I remember when I started out, I joined, I don't know about you guys, but I started crypto 4 years ago when I was 15. I wouldn't have thought that this kind of donation amount would be possible. And that's why I brought it up, because, you know, people who play their cards right with this bull market, they will see life-changing returns, and they might remember a live stream like this. That
Exactly.
Can, that can kind of push them to do something amazing 2 years down the line. You know, if it's not possible now, it's always going to be needed. So, guys, I'll head off. Thank you all for the great live stream. Good luck.
Thanks for your donation, man.
Yep.
Of course, my pleasure. And I hope you do hit the 500. Let's do it again.
For sure. See you, bro.
Right.
Have a very good night's sleep, so you wake up feeling good tomorrow, and we get this 20K instead of 10. Okay.
Yeah,
Have a
you
very
got
good
it.
night. Have a good sleep, man.
Good night, man.
Amazing. Okay. Guys, there's some more donations coming in. It will be very, very...
Yeah, there are donations coming in, especially on Ethereum.
Especially on Ethereum, but I think still it will be definitely difficult to reach our goal. It's definitely possible, guys. We need a little bit more support.
6 minutes left. Come on.
6 minutes left. I think there's still around 20K missing right now. So, guys, another $20,000. If you guys, the communities, donate together another $20,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum and USD Tether, we reached our goal of $500,000, which would be amazing. And for the endless till the end of time, you will be part of something that definitely changed the lives of a lot of people. Maybe not of millions, but definitely of a lot of people, and maybe even about millions, because we have a lot of people that get inspired by it, a lot of people that are in crypto, a lot of young people that still have their complete potential in front of them. So if they got inspired today and will maybe do something good in the next 10 years at some point, maybe we will even impact over the long run many thousands, many hundred thousands even with this live stream, and that's what it's all about, right?
I think if we need to also agree that, like, Ethereum, like we just analyzed on the chart, is maybe going for this run more, and maybe we are already at 500K. You know, if Ethereum is going to break out, you know, then we are already
That's
up
actually
500K. If Bitcoin and Ethereum is going up, we are already like smashing the 500K level at the moment, in my opinion. But
that's very true. Yeah. Yeah, if we get this breakout this week, we will actually reach the $500,000 very easily just by the price gains. That's actually very true. I haven't thought about this yet. So another reason why Bitcoin definitely should break up, to not bring our donation amount even just a little bit down, but just pumping it up even more.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think it's an amazing stream, guys. We are doing a lot of work, and it's already 3 hours and 15 minutes or something.
We're just going.
And even people that are going to watch this one tonight or tomorrow, maybe even then, still the notification will be coming in. So, you know, people will see the images, people will see what we are doing, people will see that the donations are going to the good causes.
Yeah,
you know,
just another $1,000 came in on Bitcoin. There's still donations coming in every few minutes, so very nice.
It's running. The $1,000 was just sent in US dollar Tether from my daughter's wallet.
Amazing.
And the other two sisters were just agreeing. She was like, we are doing it well, but they didn't want to appear on screen.
Yes, wow. Man, you have so amazing kids. So that's very nice. That brings us very close now to the $500,000 goal with Chris and I matching it. I just see the $1,000 came in 6 minutes ago, I think, if it's that transaction. But yeah, very, very amazing. We're so close to hitting this goal. It's amazing. So we will keep on going for a while. Yes. And especially thanks to, I'm not sure what the names are, but yeah, exactly. Thank you very much to your daughters. That's
very
crazy.
Inspirational.
Yes.
Chris, you know, we are all about leading by example. I try to lead example to the kids. They just came from the pool downstairs and they said, what are you doing? And that's why I made the screen black. I said, we are doing this, raising this capital. We are almost at $500,000. And then my oldest one, she was like, but we made a lot of profit with her Bitcoins that she's hodling. And I'm like, yeah, do you want to share something? And she's, yeah, just give 1,000. And then the other two said, we too, but we don't want to go onto the screen.
That's
When I
so
remember
cute.
when
That's
I
so
was
cute.
when I was 15, $1,000 was for me like, it's like I wouldn't even if I wanted, I would not have been able to donate that, man. So that's crazy. Very inspirational.
She's lucky. She's lucky. You know, she was a lot of. We already traveled for 5 years. We survived the bear market, and in the bear market, she got all the years that we received, like for her birthday, the money. And when she did babysitting, she put everything into crypto all the time. So all of the kids have a saving account in cryptocurrency. And now this year, of course, we just talked about it yesterday, and they were like, "Wow!" So yes, you have a little bit money now, and but it's still in Bitcoin and US dollar Tether a little bit.
Very nice. That's amazing.
And I mean, now that the time is over, I can say like I will still
Wait.
put 25K more in, like, because that inspired me. Even though we didn't really reach the 50K more, I will still put the 25K in.
Yes, I will do the same.
We are getting close to the 500K.
So we will just see. Let's just agree. We will see the breakout of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the next couple of days, hopefully, and then we will reach this 500K. And actually, like Didi just said it, we will smash it actually. And wow. So to be honest, guys, I'm getting very tired as well. I'm just a little bit exhausted. So I would love.
Matthias wants to say something, Mandy.
Yes.
Yeah, I just have here my Google 2FA. I just sent another 1,000.
Yes.
111.
Thank you,
that's the
Mende.
last number.
That's amazing.
Lucky
Thank you
number.
very
One
much.
more
Another
month.
donation. Another
you, man.
donation coming
Very
in.
much.
That's amazing. So yeah, wait. That's the thing we haven't even thought about. A lot of people probably have their money maybe on Bybit accounts. So if they did a withdrawal to this donation address, it hasn't been sent yet. We are forgetting about this. A lot of our viewers are active.
8 hours sometimes.
Yes, it could take up to 8 hours. We are forgetting actually this, that a lot of people, we will see the exact donation amount tomorrow, to be honest. What is going on? Matthias, there's crazy sound happening. Okay, yeah. So actually, maybe if people let us know in the chat, that would be something nice. Let us know in the chat. Did you maybe donate by withdrawing from, for example, from an exchange like Femex or Bybit or something like that? Because then actually we could have already reached the $500,000 without even knowing, because I know a lot of my viewers just have a small amount to hodl and then they trade with the rest and they have almost all their crypto on Bybit. Or on exchange, which isn't the smartest idea, but I consider Bybit as a very, very secure place. And if you're almost trading with your whole capital, because it's maybe not that much, it's fine. But that could be actually a possibility. I haven't even thought about that yet.
Yeah, it's possible. Let's see what they are saying in the chats.
Are they saying?
I'm also very curious, man.
Very nice. Yes, yeah, Mike, there's actually one that said yes so far, but there's also a lot of people that already left the stream now that it's so late. I think nobody really watched, or a few ones watched probably the whole 3 hours, which is crazy. That's such a big support as well, even without donating anything. But yeah, guys.
Oh, look at our Rarible NFTs. They made it to the landing page of Rarible.
No way, really?
Yeah, many of them. They made it to the hot bits, to the featured part on the very top. In the I don't know if they are still there, but they were there for sure. Rarible.com.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, guys. So for me, actually, I think, go to sleep slowly as well. I'm not sure about you guys if you want to continue this live stream a little bit longer. What do you guys plan?
For me, it's also okay to stop. I'm completely amazed what we already took in, guys. We are talking about more than $400,000 US. I think it will be more than $500,000 tomorrow when we wake up, and with all the collections that are coming in. You know, this is huge. This is not something small. This is really huge what we did today. It's
actually, it's a crazy high amount of money. It's above $400,000 probably till tomorrow, even $500,000. And that's an amazing amount. And this will change. I mean, people sometimes can't really imagine, especially if they come out of fortunate families or out of fortunate countries. this like $100, this for some people is like the money that they earn normally almost in half a year. This is like crazy amounts of money that in those places can create amazing structures like schools, water pipes, everything, like whatever it is. And this makes then a difference, not for one single person, but this then makes a difference for hundreds of people, and that also then increases their lives, which makes them maybe able to make more money because they now have maybe a basic like water, and they don't have to worry about that, which then even creates more wealth in the area, which then it's just it's a wildfire effect, right? With exactly those places that are so in desperate need of like the basic things in life, you know, it's a wildfire effect in these places if you provide that. So this money, every dollar you guys donated today, no matter how much, it will have a great impact, especially with us all together.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, let's wrap it up soon, man. I think we came close to our $500,000 target. $500,000 sounds crazy, but it's true.
Yes, Mende's donation just came in as well. Amazing.
Nice. Thanks, Mende. Thank you for your donation.
Welcome. I've read actually that somebody sent just a Bitcoin, so I wonder if this one will come in.
That would be actually crazy. We will see if it's going to be true. But maybe he withdrew it from exchange. You never know. It's actually very possible that people.
Yes, Bitfinex.
Yeah, then it could take a while, but we will see. So tomorrow maybe we wake up and reach the goal. Maybe we even exceeded the goal by far by the donations that have still not been processed by the exchanges. So I will definitely make a big update in my tomorrow's video, and Chris, you probably will do that as well.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. It was a crazy long live stream. Thanks for you also sticking until the very end. For everyone watching, sticking until the very end. It's crazy how many people really watched until the very end. It's truly appreciated. It's crazy how much money we raised, man. $500,000. We're just some YouTubers and a great community, and we made this happen. That's crazy.
And also small chat message to Didi. We are so inspired of your kind of life. Thank you. God bless you. Just a small message that was in my chat. I just wanted to read it out to you. So, guys, thank you very much for watching again. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen to all the German viewers, and vielen Dank for the donations. But other than that, I'm very tired. I will go to sleep now, and I hope that we all wake up tomorrow with a great surprise that we actually smash the goal of $500,000.
Yes. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'm also gonna say goodbye. Truly appreciate every single one of you. And as always, guys,
Kaufen. Bye.
Bye. Yes, as always.
Ciao. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Ciao.